the docks. Let's sound a little bit more oceany. Okay. Did I get everything for everyone that I owed them? If I remember correctly, we are just setting off from Fort Frongard to head towards the capital of Madir across the Bay of Espa. We said it would take about a 2-day journey, and I asked you guys if there's like downtime activities. I'm sorry, I feel like I was shouting because the music's too loud. We are just setting off. There we go. Sorry, that was super loud. What was I saying?
Downtime.
Oh, yeah. So I collected your downtime. We're going to play out those days, but I wanted to get that inventory. I'm just going to imagine while there's downtime between the activities every day, you were doing what you guys kind of already itemized out.
Mm-hmm. This is nonsense that me learning how to ride a horse.
On a boat?
No, it says horse riding.
I put down that I figured that you, with your animal handling, you would have some experience with the horses.
I am the horse.
Well, maybe when you were a kid, you rode your siblings around, and they rode you around, and that sounds really wrong. But you know what I mean.
But yeah, maybe you're proficient at being a horse, but not riding a horse.
I think I got it, folks. Horses walk on 2 legs, right?
Excellent.
You know what? Try it.
Try it. This will be entertaining.
But before you do, let me go pop this corn. I've heard this new recipe. It's amazing.
Do you need some help?
Why not?
All right. So, Skyward, you said you would like to give the recap tonight, or are you ready for us, Lorna? Or I don't know. Are we already going?
We're live.
We're live. We're the shittiest intro ever.
From the internet.
Yes.
So, Skyward, if you want to give us a recap of last session, then we'll dive back in again. I'm sorry I'm the delay tonight.
All right. We made it to the town of Stoneport. There we met a man named Henrik. He seems to be under a lot of stress due to the fact that his own people have opened the gate, letting in enemy orcs and undead, forcing them to fight off to protect their city, town. We managed to defeat those undead and orcs, but one seemed to get away. They captured I can't remember if it was one or more of the people who let them into the gate. Nevertheless, my allies decided to go and interrogate the individuals. Come to find that they have the handprints upon their chest. They when Lorna touched the individual, she felt something. And with Faye's help, they managed to rid the person's curse, freeing them from the control of the Forgotten. They also went to a magical shop where they met a gnome named Orin. He's a strange fellow. He has really weird hair. I can't tell you whether or not they got anything. I wasn't there. I was too busy training a bird to help notify the city of any oncoming orc invasion. I think I was successful. When I returned back to the party, Wolfram was gone. Turns out he had something else to do. Well, anyway, we managed to cut a deal with Orin to head over to Foreign Guard. I'm not very good with names. Hey, who's that? There we met a half-elf woman. Again, I'm not good with names. I don't know who she is. But she seemed to have beef with the gnome as well. I have a feeling that this guy is nothing but trouble. Along on the journey, I believe it was Lorna, as well as Faye, who was given a black rose. I tried to find who could have been the person who left the flower behind, but I sense nothing. It is quite ominous. We're continuing our journey to Espa. It may take a couple of days, they said. Hopefully it won't take as long as the Underdark.
Wait, what's wrong? You're on the surface. What's wrong with the ocean?
There's no plants.
we establish your druid craft? You can create little plants whenever you want.
Yeah, but then they die.
And they die.
Oh, all right. Add that. All right, fine. All right. Add that to your wish list, Skyboard. Magic items that spawn flowers.
Well, I could spawn flowers. I just need dirt to keep them alive.
Yeah, magic dirt that keeps spawned flowers alive.
So he needs a jar of dirt.
He needs a jar of dirt.
Funny enough, no. So so you guys are on the ship now, and you set forth on the way to Espa. Is there anything you guys want to do before you left port?
I will mop.
Okay.
You're
All right.
so lucky we're
You
distracted.
don't have to.
All right. So you guys set sail on the ship that's supposed to take you across the bay and take you to capital city of Madir. Sorry, I'm going to pull up the map because I'm a visual person and it helps me talk about it. So you guys are setting sail across the bay under the ship of a captain by the name of John Varona. And he's just kind of barking orders occasionally at the deckhands to kind of clean up. And he actually starts making fun of some of the cabin boys because Skyboard is doing a better job than them, and you're not getting paid to do it.
I am making friends.
Is there anything you guys want to do while on the deck, or just kind of speed along for the first couple hours of the voyage?
I'll study my gauntlets for a bit.
Okay.
And I'm going to start reading my poison book.
Okay. And to that point, I'm sorry, Curtis. I did not review the latest link you sent me. The one prior to that, I did like. So if it's no difference, then I'm cool with that. But if it is a different book, I'll have to review it.
I think it's the same. I might have just sent it twice.
Okay, we'll figure it out together. If there's something that comes up, we'll figure it out on the spot. Okay, so you're studying your book. Lorna, you're studying your gauntlets. Anybody else want to do anything? I'm sorry.
Yes, I like to know the forecast.
Sure. Let's see how far the future 24. Oh, that's 24 hours. Okay. Sailing weather is going to be fairly decent for the first part of the afternoon because you guys took off in the morning. Probably to be about halfway through the day where it starts to get a little choppy, but no strong storms or anything predicted.
All right. I'll let the captain know.
Back to you, Jan. There's a slight overcast. make sure not to refuel before 6 o'clock at night. So you are taking care of the deck. What about you? Or sorry, what about you, Faye and Anika?
I'm just watching Skyboard mop for a bit before I can just start learning sailing again.
Okay.
Same. I'll be watching Skybor mothball reading a book. Probably find a chair to lounge on deck.
Okay. What is everyone's passive perception? I don't have that in front of me. I know Skywars is like 100, but what is everyone
15.
else's?
I want to
15.
say 17, if my stupid thing would open.
23.
Minus
20.
14.
17.
Okay.
15.
Cronus and Lorna, with you guys focused, I'll say you guys don't really hear what this kind of babbling is. You guys are kind of focused on your other stuff. But Lorna, I'm sorry, not Lorna, Skybor, Anika, and Faye, you guys will overhear while you guys are doing your other activities and enjoying yourselves on the ship, as the weather's fairly nice right now. You start hearing some of the older crewmen talking to some of the younger deckhand. They're basically just kind of going over. This is the younger deckhand's like first voyage across the bay to the capital of Madir, and this older, more seasoned veteran is kind of describing Espa and its beauty. And he's basically just describing like the great sights of how it used to be, where ships would just come and these grand aquatic creatures would come back and forth and travel between Madeira and Atlantis, and just kind of describing this magical city to this kid that's never been there. You just talk about how wealthy the city is and affluent, and how the different people of the city have kind of combined into such a kind of a unique community versus the rest of the world. Just it's a very unique, diverse kind of race of people. He's talking to them about high elves, the Genasi. If I'm saying that wrong, please correct me. Mermaids, aquans, merfolk, all sorts of creatures that come to live in the city or within its area or surrounding area. And he's just giving them a whole what's what. That was information overload. I'm sorry, but if there's anything you want to do with that, but you guys continue to set sail, or if you guys want to interact, you guys are welcome to as well.
If Skybor actually has a yellow sign, I would like to minor illusion it purple, because I can.
He does not have a yellow sign.
It's in the chat, therefore it's canon.
That's
And
true.
it is now purple.
I'll give you
Now
two.
purple.
I'll give you 2 pieces of plywood at best tied together. All right, so you just see them kind of chit chatting, but that's basically it. There's a lot of work going on the deck, and you just see a lot of kind of storytelling and telling of the glory days, and just kind of getting the job done. If there's nothing you guys would like to do, you'll set sail for a little bit of time, and after some time, the weather is starting to turn as it kind of gets later in the day. Again, it's nothing stormy or anything, but the waves are kind of picking up a little bit, where you guys are kind of getting a dip and a lull. Nothing that you guys are going to have a hard time stomaching, because you guys have spent some time on a boat before. Let me pull this up. So we're pulling up to about middle to late afternoon. So this is probably put at about 6. Well, it's in the fall, so when the fall gets darker early. So around 5 o'clock in the evening, or early evening. It's still daylight and stuff, but you got probably another 2 to 3 hours before the sun starts, or 2 hours before the sun sets. So you guys are still doing the same activities, go ahead and those not focusing on something, go ahead and make me perception checks, please. So that'd be Anika, Faye, and Skybor.
Alrighty.
Anika, you see every fish in the ocean.
I do, and they're all pretty.
They're beautiful rainbow fish, all of them. Okay, you all are good with those perception checks. So each one of you are gonna. I'm not gonna break it up into one who, but all cumulatively you will know this, but Anika knows the most. So you guys see in the distance, you know how not a great distance, but maybe 20, 30 feet off the side of the boat. You see the waves are kind of chopping, but you catch out of the corner of your eye something that kind of looks like a fin that comes up out of the water and then dips back down. And on the other side, Skyward, you notice another fin that kind of does the same thing. And a few minutes pass by. Again, you guys can stop me at any time you hear information if you want to react to that. But otherwise, a few minutes pass by, you guys then feel a large...
Is it a shark?
It is definitely a shark. This is definitely a giant shark.
I'm just probably going to go tell the captain, like, hey, there's fins around.
Yeah, I wouldn't make you even do a nature check because you've seen a shark before. So, Skyward, you do know it's a shark. Did you want to do something, or Anika, you wanted to do something?
Yeah, I'm just going to go tell the captain, like, hey, sharks. Maybe big. I'm assuming did I see how big the fin was?
This was fairly big. This is let me see if there's an actual size of it. I mean, some would say shark giant.
Right. Giant shark fin. Maybe one or two. Just so you know.
So as you're sitting there talking about this, Anika, with the captain, you feel everyone actually feels this. The boat actually shakes, like something ran kind of into the boat, and as you guys feel the boat kind of react to this, as something running into the side. Anyone that kind of looks to react, it's not hard to see. You see a fin kind of really close to the side of the boat, kind of dip back down and start to go back below the water.
Can this boat go any faster?
Make the boat lighter by throwing chum out in the sea.
Oh,
I thought you were supposed to be the
I
one who
mean,
knew
we
about
could-
animals.
I said make the boat faster. I didn't say
Well, his nature check would say otherwise on the shark.
Nika didn't know that.
So, so when that happens, John was sitting there, holding the steer. What the hell is the real term for that? What's the steering wheel? What's that called, actually?
The helm.
The helm.
Thank you. So while he's holding the helm and trying to keep on course from that kind of impact, it doesn't divert you guys too much from your course or in your heading, but the deck hands are kind of scurrying about trying to see what's going on. Some of them are kind of all wide-eyed and saying, "Did you see the size of that? I haven't seen a shark that large in a long time." And this is probably old news to you all, seeing the people or seeing the sharks you saw even in the Underdark. But as you are kind of trying to, everyone's trying to calm down and figure out what's going on. You see that shark kind of grows smaller the further away as it moves away from your ship and leaves you guys relatively unbothered right now.
that's maybe sometimes not a good sign.
My memory's failing me at the moment, but the Swahagan that we fought in the Underdark,
Yeah.
they had giant things with them, right? What were they?
Sharks.
And wasn't Espa not trading because of sea creatures?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is not good.
Mm-mm.
Let's just keep a better eye out, and can I go check down below to see if the ship's like damaged, sinking, somebody got on? I don't know.
Sure.
You want some help?
Anybody who wants to join me?
I'll be up here.
I'll go with you.
All right. So Lorna and Faye are going by themselves below deck. Everyone's staying up above deck then?
Yeah, I'll tell Cronus to watch out. Not Cronus. Oh, I don't know where Cronus is. I'll tell Skybor to watch out for sharks and anything else that tries to board the ship.
Okay. All right. Cronus, what are you doing? Are you staying in the crow's nest and just keeping a lookout, or are you just still focusing on your book, or what would you like to do?
I would assume he would have looked around, not seen anything, and just went back to the book.
Okay. So Lorna and Faye, as you guys go down below, you don't really see any damage. You see a couple of the other deckhands kind of with the same mentality, like, what was that? Let's check things out. There's some moisture and water here and there, but nothing like, it's just normal kind of water from being a ship in the ocean. But no damage and no forced entry or anything like that.
Okay.
While you guys are going down there, though, everyone that's on the surface of the deck, it takes them a little bit to go check things out. As the ship's still moving towards Madir, the past 15 minutes or 15, 20 minutes, though, Skybor and Anika, and not you, Cronus, because you're reading a book, you guys are going to start noticing that there's in the distance, something's kind of floating near the ship as you guys are moving that direction. And as the ship kind of approaches closer, you see this barrel that's just kind of bobbing along the side and just kind of floating away from you as you guys keep heading to the or as you guys are heading that way. You guys can do what you want to do with that.
Have I ever seen a okay.
Or you okay, so then a few more minutes pass by. By this point, though, Lorna and Faye, if you guys are done inspecting, you can make your way back up to the deck. Now the four of you would see another barrel float by, as well as some more intermittent panels of like boards and wood and other kind of debris.
Right.
That's not good.
This is definitely a ship.
Probably.
Say,
We should go tell people.
yeah, say, Captain, is this the safest route through or the fastest?
He'll say this is the quickest and the safest route that we know. We've never had troubles with this, or we haven't had a whole lot of troubles till recently. So I don't think any of these waters are safe anymore.
Cool. We probably have a sunken ship ahead. Just to watch out. You probably already noticed, but
What you have us do? We're heading straight to the capital. Should you? He kind of will talk to his second in command and be like, "Do we have enough supplies and men to go on a rescue?" And he'll kind of confirm that you guys do have some of that. You have enough to kind of make pick up a few extra people while you guys are in the area.
Assuming they're survivors, sure.
It's been about probably you guys are just kind of discussing. You're still keeping your bearing. The wood and stuff is starting to appear more intermittently and stuff. about an hour, though, you hear someone shout about there being a body in the water, and then you guys, anyone that goes to inspect what that can would see. Who's all going over there? I guess.
Me.
I'll take a look over the side.
Hearing
I
this,
will
I'm
too.
gonna look from the crow's nest and see if I see anything.
So, Cronus, from their perspective, you're gonna have to actually go ahead and roll me a perception check, Cronus, from that crow's nest. Okay. You are going to see basically what you see a lot of the debris floating around that you've kind of been missing out on, both studying and your book, your poison book. So, with that perception, you're going to notice some of the debris and things that the rest of the group has kind of been reporting on. The others that do run down to the side of the boat where the deckhands are calling out will look over and see this kind of wet, bloated body just kind of floating past the boat. It just looks waterlogged and dead and decaying, basically.
Well, that doesn't look like a survivor.
No.
No, it does not.
Yep. Several minutes pass by again. You actually see another body. And several more minutes, another body. And then you guys keep making, and you're seeing several men floating in the waters with more and more debris. And off in the distance, you see a large amount of wreckage that's barely kind of holding together and staying on the surface. It's really just the surface tension where these sheets of wood are still kind of floating precariously on the waves. So let me go ahead. Oh, I didn't put you guys on this freaking map. Let me put you guys on this map.
Oh, there was a map?
Apparently.
Yeah, let me move you over here. Holy loud, Batman. Okay, so that's that. There's a picture of your captain.
I see darkness.
There is a black screen.
Well, damn it, I can't do everything.
Nighttime already.
I swore it
Apparently.
was just evening.
I know.
There we go.
Who turned off the sun?
Don't look at me. I can't be responsible for everything.
All right, sorry guys. Can you see the whole map? Actually, there should be no dark vision on anyway.
Yeah.
All right, you guys should see everything now, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
All right. So where Skyward is, he's kind of near the helm. That's the direction you're going. And let me show the wreckage that you guys see off in the distance. That your boat's approaching it, and as you guys move closer and closer, you do see only a few bodies kind of. I'm sorry. You see a lot of dead bodies in the water, but when you guys come closer, you do see that there are some like sheets of boat and decking that's kind of still somewhat assembling and floating on the water top. There are two bodies on one of these floating pieces of wood in the middle of the water. What would you guys like to do?
I'll call out to them. Be like, hey, are you alive over there?
They do not move. They're not bandits. I just didn't want to find a human token.
What do we
I'm gonna yell down. Do you want me to go check him out real quick?
If You want to?
Be careful.
Do something
Alright.
if it's trouble.
I'm gonna flip my hood up on my cloak, and then I'm gonna jump out into the water and then swim over.
Okay. You're gonna jump into the water. Once you do that, go ahead and roll me a perception check. Okay. The water is not the warmest. It's it's not freezing, but it is fall, and so it's a little colder than normal. But you splash in the water and you swim over to the deck. You can move your token freely. All right, and as you approach that that piece of wood, you do get a closer look, and you see these bodies are just face down, and you don't see any movement at all from.
Can I check to see if either one of them is actually alive?
You may approach them and inspect them. Yeah. So just go ahead and do a medicine check, I guess. Yeah, medicine. There you go. So you looking over them, you do see that they are both dead. Not as old as some of the other bodies you ran into. Is there anything else you'd like to do, or would you like to check anything specifically on them, or where they're at?
Do they look like they're like sailors or just like regular people?
They look like sailors.
I'll relay that back to Faye through the earring.
Okay.
And then I actually want to go back down into the water to see if I can see like a bulk of their ship underwater.
Okay. I'm going to pause right there, but one second. Let me go back to the rest of the group, see what they're doing. So what are you guys doing as he while he's
I'm keeping an eye on him and looking to see if there's anything in the water.
Same.
Okay.
Skybor is mopping.
Also, since you did a medicine, a decent medicine roll there, Cronus, I think I should offer you just a little bit more. Besides the fact that they're just dead, you see one of them is missing a limb, and the other one seems to have some puncture wounds in its abdomen and his chest.
Would the puncture wounds look like teeth marks?
A nature check or an investigation check would probably reveal that for you.
They are holes in the body. Got it.
They're piercing wounds into the body. Yeah. So I'm sorry. I just want to come back. I just felt like you did actually a really good medicine check. So I know you just said, "Are they alive?" But I felt like I was shortchanging you. Anika, Skywar's mopping. Anika, you're keeping an eye on Lorna and Faye. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna look on the other side and watch for anything kind of incoming, sharks, whatever.
Same.
Make perception checks, both of you. And actually, I'll go ahead and let you do that too, Anika, since you said you're looking out for him.
The water looks nice.
Hey, look, dolphins.
So you're looking out that direction, Lorna, the side you're on.
Yes.
You look out on the horizon and you are trying to see if there's anything else. What specifically are you looking for? Sharks or like bodies or people, survivors?
Survivors, but also anything that could like harm us, considering we're in probably dangerous waters with sharks.
Sure. Okay. You're just visually inspecting the area. I got it. So with that, you are going to see a few more, some more debris and barrels floating around, and a body here and there scattered about. No survivors in your sights. As Cronus has been kind of doing this simultaneously, you do think that you see some movement in the distance, but you're not sure exactly what it is. Anika, with your 19, when Cronus jumped in the water and he swam over to the wreckage and climbed on board, you think that you saw a shadow kind of swim underneath the wreckage as well.
Faye?
Yes, there's a dolphin over there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something that's not a dolphin over here that may be stalking Cronus.
Oh, I will go to the earring. Cronus, Anika saw something over your hat. Be careful.
It's under the wreckage.
It's
Also,
under
there's
the
a dolphin
wreckage.
over there?
Yeah.
Oh god.
At this point, so you guys are still kind of movement. Do you guys want the captain to make anchor, keep moving? What are you doing? Because he's kind of like circling. I kind of envision this as he kind of like keeping the boat and rotating around this wreckage while Cronus is off deck doing this.
Keep moving.
Yeah.
We should probably just
Keep
get out
moving.
of here.
Slow enough so we can get back, but don't stop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Cronus, what do you do? You were going to go back in there and look at the boat, the wreckage. What are you wanting to do?
Did Faye communicate what Anika saw?
Yes, I did.
I'm gonna walk over to the edge and just stick my head down in the water and see if I can see anything.
Chomp.
Roll a perception check. I'm gonna say at disadvantage because you can't really. You're saltwater.
Okay.
It's still an 18.
Okay. So you stick your head in the water, and are you looking underneath the wreckage that you're on right now?
I would say I'm like looking down and then under where I was planning on
Okay.
swimming and see if I find anything.
You do not see anything directly underneath you, but as you stick your head underneath the water and kind of look around, you do see a dark shadow on the opposite side of the boat that you're on, or that you came from. So the boat that the rest of your group's on.
So where is the shadow compared to me in the boat?
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, it was silent.
Yep.
Hello.
There you go.
There you go.
Sorry, where did I cut out?
He asked you where the shadow was?
Okay, and I was babbling about how I couldn't show him.
Didn't even hear that.
Oh, okay. Well, you missed out on a babble. Sorry, I'll make it up to you. You looked around, and you do not see anything directly underneath you, but you see shadows actually around the area. So you see one on the opposite side of the boat that you came from, another one near the back side of the boat, another one near, kind of in the water between you and the wreckage that you're at. You keep looking, and you start seeing another shadow, and you're from this distance and seeing through the salt water, and you don't have really aquatic vision or anything like that. But that was a great perception check. You could tell from the outline that they are most likely giant sharks.
All right. Knowing that, I am going to attempt to jump off the boat and swim back but I'm going to use my dash and then key point for my extra dash to get back nice and quick.
Let's go ahead and
It's 180
roll it.
feet.
Wait, what now?
I get 60 feet of swimming with my cloak.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, let's first just go ahead and go ahead and try that. Go for it. You make a break for it. So you are going into the actual water, right?
Yes, it's going to be like kind of like a quick step and then dive off, so I get momentum with it.
Okay.
What level do
Let's
you
do
get
this
ability to
instead,
run on
then.
water?
Hmm?
What level do monks
10?
get to run on water?
I think
Higher
it's my
than what we
next
are.
level. I think it's 9.
9 or 10.
Go ahead and roll initiative, Cronus. Okay. Yep. So you dive into the water, you swim super fast, and you're trying to get to the ship. As you're going towards the ship, you see the shadow you see another shadow that was nearby you that is diverted and is coming right at you at a pretty quick speed of its own. But with how fast do you move the dash? 180 feet.
It's 60 feet of movement. So when I dash, it gives me another 60, and then key point dash is an extra 60. So it'll be 180
Okay,
total.
gotcha. So yeah, there's no way. So you catch out of the corner eye this shark's coming after you as you are back in the water, and you find you're shadow stepping back on the boat. Is that what you said? Or are you trying to climb the boat?
If it's dark enough, I'll shadow step, but if not, then I'll just grab onto the side and start climbing my ass up as quick as I can.
Okay. It's not dark enough for it to be dim light yet. It's the sun's still out. Go ahead and make a athletics check to try to climb up there, or would that be acrobatics? Which one's climbing? Acrobatics or athletics? I think it's
Either or, it just depends on the way
Athletics.
you do it.
I think it's athletics, though.
okay. So you grab onto the some of the rigging and the ropes on the side of the boat. There's not really a ladder out for you. Some of the men see you coming though and start trying to rush over to your side to get one down to you as quickly as possible. But you right now are on the side of the boat then, right about there. And then you guys feel another crash into the side of the boat. And then let's go ahead and get everyone to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Where the heck is the here it is.
I would also like to point out that while Cronus is on the side of the boat, he's going to be yelling at Faye, be like, your damn dolphin is a bunch of sharks.
Yes.
My other
Oh, Dolphin's on the other side.
That's not the Jaws theme.
Pretty sure we would get a copyright strike for that.
You just need something with a half step.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
And
need
then
to
we
talk
could
about
always
your...
use Baby Shark.
No.
No, we
Oh,
cannot. Because I will smack us through the microphone.
Oh, did it go back to the other layer? Oh, I hate this sometimes. There we go. Sorry, I'm struggling, guys. All right. So, Cronus, you did that. Everyone else rolled for initiative. Let's go ahead and resort this. But Cronus, you won't go more than once. Let's just do this. So, Faye, you go ahead, and then we'll go to the giant shark's turn.
Oh boy. So we all see the shark now, right?
You do not. You just hear or Cronus say something about your dolphin, and that's it. That's about all he could get out in that amount of time, speaking and swimming. Your dolphins, that's it.
Something crashed into the ship.
Alright, so I'm gonna go right here and I'm gonna hold my action till I see something, and I will launch a level chromatic orb at whatever appears.
Okay.
And it's gonna be lightning damage, by the way.
That sounds nasty. Does that do something special in water?
It should.
Don't you roll your save at disadvantage in water?
I think if they're not they're aquatic creatures. They're not going to be at disadvantage in the water.
I mean, I've done underwater combat where thunder spells have a bit bigger range and concussive force of water. Lightning could do double damage, but that's up to you because water conducts electricity. If we want to go through physics,
We'll just play it straight for now, and I'll look up to see if there's any good rule set on underwater combat. Besides, I know that if you don't have aquatic speed or if you're not normally underwater, you have to fight at disadvantage, right?
depends on the weapon. Short swords are good. Tridents are good. Crossbows are also good.
Okay. I'm trying to find my notes on ships. Here it is. Thank you. Okay. Got it. All right. So, Faye, you run over there, look over. You don't see anything yet, but you do see this big shadow kind of coming after Cronus. If you wanted to, you could get a shot off on him.
Okay, so I now see the shark.
Once you move over there, yes, you can start seeing the the dark shadow outline. Like it's coming up to the surface. You can see it.
I'm gonna wait for it to come up to the surface.
Okay. As soon as you do that, you start. Okay, so you see this shark kind of coming up out of the water, and he's coming after Cronus on the side of the boat. He's going. So you can go ahead and act first.
Okay, seeing the shark. This is gonna be nasty. $19. Ew, those weren't good rolls.
It's a shark. It's good enough. 19's a hit.
For 24 points of lightning damage.
Okay. $24. Okay, so this one is going to make an attack against you, Cronus. Here, it just got blasted with a chromatic orb. Does that hit Cronus as well?
Nope.
Okay, it's just a single target. Okay, good.
Yep, because it's just a 4-inch diameter spear.
Okay, that one misses you, Cronus, I imagine.
Yes.
Okay, and then you guys around the boat are going to feel the impact of the ship and feel the fall. So you see the waves kind of start to torment around the ship as it's trying to keep pace. and kind of keep movement and get away, but they've kind of come up on you, and you feel Lorna below on your side of the deck, a major blow to the side of the Skyboard. You feel the ship kind of shake below where you're the backside. And then Anika, you're going to also feel another attack from the backside. I think that was it. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Shit. Sorry. Gotta grab my notebook. Sorry, guys. My headset pulled off. I was trying to get my notebook for the health points for boats.
No problem.
Oh no, we're sinking.
Oh God, please no.
All right. Action is on you, Lorna.
Did I see one to the right side over here or no?
You do see a shadow swimming underneath the water and hitting the boat.
Okay. She'll try and hit it with a crossbow.
Okay, go ahead. It's going to be a disadvantage just because it's underneath the ship or like underneath the water, and it's so hard to kind of see.
Yeah. 18?
18 hits.
9 damage. And this, I have to reload. So I'll use my extra. Or no, I can't even do that. I need to look up how that works, but I don't think I can go again. Because I have to reload the crossbow. So that's my turn.
Okay. All right. Anika, it's your turn.
Is that shark still above water trying to bite Cronus?
Yeah, I mean it's breaking the water right now, so you can still see it easily enough. It's actually, on the surface of the water.
I guess I'm gonna take a shot at it with my crossbow.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
That's a hit.
24 for 10 damage.
Okay.
And then I'll just kind of look over, see where I can see if I see any obvious shadows, and then just kind of move over a little bit in case.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Okay, Skyboard, it's your turn.
All right. 1, 2, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Bonus action. This on the shark.
Okay.
And you know what? Bowstring. And oh my god. Does a 14 hit?
It does.
Okay, good. He takes 21 plus what's that? D8? Yeah, D8. 25 damage.
And it does something for enemies that are close by to him, right?
Yeah.
What's the 5 feet or 10 feet?
5 feet.
Okay, never mind then. Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Sure. Bonus action, healing word. Crap! No, I got the other one prepared now.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh no.
Well, that you used Planar Warrior already.
Also, what'd you plan?
Oh
to
yeah,
do
that
in
is
word?
bonus action.
None of us got hit.
I thought Cronus got hit.
The boat did.
Negative.
Oh.
I mean, you can try and heal
He's
both.
a druid. He can heal wood, can he?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe.
I mean, does anyone have bending?
No.
I got Druid.
And while
craft.
we're at it, he can't talk to the boat, even though it is technically dead wood.
Aw.
There goes that plan.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Brings up to you, Faye.
Okay, I see the shark again. I'm doing another chromatic orb at this time at first level.
Okay, go for it.
Boom! I'm gonna use a luck point.
Okay.
Which means
So,
I get to
17.
re-roll. Yeah, or
okay.
do you want me to just re-roll
Yep.
completely?
Yep, reroll your attack.
I'll just roll a d20 and add the mod. That is 15.
15 hits, go for it. Go ahead and do damage, or...
Yeah, I'll just... 9 lightning. That was pathetic.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. You guys do see at the top of the turn, you do see some the men are running around frantically. They're responding to the attacks on the ship. They're trying to do their best at securing lines and getting down to the hull to check things out. You guys do hear people shouting out from below, like, "They're starting to take on water!" And then some others are reporting to other kind of other kind of issues or repairs that need to happen. The ship's not going down, but it's it has received some damage. Cronus, it is your turn, sir.
Is the shark still in like punching range if I'm holding on to the side of the boat?
No, after it jumped out to get at you, it probably has kind of gone back to the water. So you're probably within. How tall does it say that on the sheet here? How big it is? Because this is getting too detailed, I'm going to say you're about 15 feet above the shark now. It's going to have to kind of swim down and jump back up at you to get you.
All right, I'm gonna stay where I'm at and hold my action to throw a punch at it when it comes up.
Okay. All right. Brings us to the shark's turn. So instead, you see. Oh shit! The shark goes back down, and then you'll see. I switched that layer now. You guys are going to start feeling a few more impacts to the ship as the shadows stay deep below the water surface and attack the boat one more time. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking the notes on this here. Where's the rudder? There it is. Rudder. I mean, long ships have rudders still, right?
I assume most ships have rudders.
Yeah, it
that's
just
used
as
to steer.
oars. Yeah, these are using sails and rudders, not udders. They're not using cows. They're traveling by dairy. Okay. Well, these sharks are useless. So another impact to the ship happens, and that's going to end their turn. Lorna, what would you like to do?
Ah, I can't see any of them.
It's dark shadows underneath the water, so you can still see them and make shots at them. It's just going to be at disadvantage.
And if I jump in the water, it'll be at disadvantage anyways.
Don't
Well,
do that yet.
is that how I thought it was like to if you're using how I mean how is it? Is it disadvantage for combat underwater? I guess I need to read that.
I have no idea. But I probably
I
won't
think
jump in.
it's
So
if you're
no.
using a piercing weapon, I think you're fine. So when you start using like a
Range
sword or a ranged weapon.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm trying to look it up for you real quick.
I'll probably just use my heavy crossbow. And I read up, yes, it is only... I can only use my heavy crossbow because it has the loading action once a turn. Basically, I have to reload it every turn. Which sucks.
Okay, just to clear out the confusion on underwater combat, I'm just going to read this excerpt real quick. So, when making a melee attack, a creature that doesn't have a swimming speed, either naturally or granted by magic, has disadvantage on the attack roll unless the weapon is a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident. So, unless you're using a dagger, javelin, short sword, spear, or trident, you have disadvantage
in the
on
water.
Attacks. Yeah,
in the water, yes.
That's weird. I thought it was a versatile setting or an agile. I thought I read that too. A ranged weapon attack automatically misses a target beyond the weapon's normal range. Is this really the home, or is this a homebrew rule?
I mean, it would be understandable that you can't shoot a longbow 300 feet underwater.
Well, no, I understand the disadvantage, but I thought it was the agile descriptor was the big thing, not a. Oh, that's a variant rule. I don't want that.
Mm.
Either way, I'm not jumping in quite yet. So I'll just use the heavy crossbow to shoot at one of the shadows that I see. Actually, bonus action. You sound so disappointed that I'm not jumping into the water.
No, I'm not. I'm just disappointed that I thought I understood this, and I'm looking it up on Roll20 to confirm it because I looked this up a while ago when I thought you guys were when you guys were doing the Underdark thing, and I don't know why I can't find it now, which is frustrating.
It's all right.
Yeah,
I have a plan.
We have a plan.
Hey.
I will actually go into a rage. Yes, I will.
Okay.
And I will recklessly shoot the crossbow.
Okay, go for it.
Can I do a reckless attack? Yes, I can.
Does that work with ranged weapons?
Yes, it does. That's what I was just checking.
Yeah, it works with attacks.
Oh, never mind. I will not. It is not arranged. 18
18's a hit.
for 7 damage. Fuck.
Okay.
That shit. That's my turn.
Okay. So you pierce the water. It's just so down deep in there. You're really not sure how much effect your arrows are doing, but you see the shadow kind of twerk or not twerk, twitch. Thank you, or flinch a little bit, like not like it's. That's what
Wow.
So Anika, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to move down here. I'm going to look over the side. Can I see a shadow or a group of shadows?
You do not see a shadow right there. It's
I'm
kind
looking
of
down.
more to the back
I'm
side
looking
of the
towards
boat.
the back, so like my head is basically sticking out of the railing, and I'm looking at the back of the ship.
Yes, you would see two large shadows kind of more towards the rear of the ship right now.
Fantastic. Are they more than? Hang. Are they more than 40 feet past the back of the ship?
Are they more than 4? No, they are not.
Then I'm going to basically take my flute and do a little circle with it and cast hypnotic pattern at the two shadows.
Okay. So I will paint where you see the shadows here then. So they're way bigger than that here, like this. So will you go ahead and draw where your hypnotic patterns go? Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. Just make sure I'm not cutting out. Did you get your hypnotic? Let me go ahead and do the wisdom check. Nope, they both failed. 13 and 8, they both failed. So they do start. You just as the boat is continuously moving, these shadows don't seem to be pursuing the ship any longer with you guys.
Yeah, it's that one. I can't count.
Okay. Anything else with your turn?
Yeah, I'll move back to the side again, away from the railing.
Okay. That brings us to Skyward. It's your turn, sir. You do not see any shadows on your side of the boat anymore.
Oh, I know.
Oh. Can I tell the captain to haul ass as well?
He's barking at you. I'm trying my best. Skyward, you do see some, and because this is kind of annoying to keep doing, I'm just gonna bring this up to the token layer. I'm failing miserably at. Okay, so if you're not there, you don't see it, but I'm tired of switching layers. So there's a shadow there about there, Skyward, and you could probably make out that there's another shadow in the very back tip right corner of the ship too.
I am going to cast Speak with Animal, and I'm going to say, "Hey, stop it."
I would say you need to be in the water to speak with these animals.
Even if he's popping up out of the water there?
He's not.
If they were above the water, I would see it, but they're underwater. They're underneath the ship attacking it.
I got nothing.
All right.
Yeah, I got nothing.
All right. Do you want to hold your action or just skip your turn then?
I'm pretty sure they're just going to stay on the water and attack the boat from underneath. So there's just no point in it.
Okay. Stay. It's your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna run over to the other side of the ship and how many do we have left over on this side?
You see the one shadow right there, and then you see another shadow in the kind of the back right corner of the ship as you kind of made your way over there.
Okay, we need to get them to stop attacking the ship. Guys, I have a very, very horrible idea.
Okay.
Horrible how?
I am going to take out instead of drawing my pack weapon, I'm gonna draw Scorn, and I'm gonna Misty Step into the water.
Oh shit! Okay, you're in the water.
What are you doing?
Drop that. You're in. You're in the water, and you see 3 massive sharks attacking the hull of the boat, and 2 attacking the rudders in the back.
Actually, I'll end up. I'll do Misstep to be right there with Scorn, and I'll take 2 attacks on this one. Try to draw its attention away from the boat.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, let's pray this works.
Okay, both hits, 18 points of damage. Now, I imagine you will come back to the surface after making attacks to catch your breath, or are you staying below the water to continue to fight down there with them, or how are you handling that?
I would imagine I go up for a breath real quick.
Depending on if he stays relatively in the same position, you should be able to do that in the same kind of movement. But doing that and like moving down back to the backside of the ship, that might be a little challenging. Well, the ship is still going, so actually, yeah, if the ship's still moving, you're gonna have a hard time keeping up with the ship and keeping up with the sharks. Because do you have a swim speed?
I do not. I have magic.
Okay. So, anything else with your turn then? So you swim, you go down, you attack the sword twice with your sword, and you break from the surface for air again. Anything else with your turn?
That's it.
All right, Cronus, you're on your side of the boat. You see the shadows have kind of left. You see the shadows drifting away from the ship as it's moving this way. What's the movement speed of the freaking boat? 70 feet. Got it. Okay. I won't say it's at full speed as you guys are doing this kind of potential rescue mission, but now it's kind of hectic. Cronus, what would you like to do?
I will go ahead and climb back up.
Okay.
And then, how much movement would I have left?
You're good. You're fine.
All right. I guess since I get up here, I see everyone's on that side. I will run over to the ledge. And then I currently don't have anything I could use right now. So that'll be my turn.
Okay.
Actually, take that back. I will wand of magic missiles.
Okay. Go for it.
Level 6?
Yeah.
8 darts.
Let's see, 3 for 1. Yeah, 8.
Oh, Jesus Christ, math. 21 points? 22?
22.
Yeah. All right. So you rush across the boat and you whip out your wand and just shoot a metric crap load of missiles at the shark underneath the water. You do notice that it flinches and it diverts a little bit away from. On its next turn, it will then kind of react and move away close to its other buddies, and then these 3 are going to attack again. That's not two criticals.
I was like, wait, a 10 hits?
It has advantages. Not really have flanking, but I'm gonna say because of pack tactics and all the other shit it's got going in right next to it, it's just a frenzy attacking the boat. So 26.
Oh, they got pack tactics. Fun.
Well, they got something called blood frenzy, which is kind of. That's why I'm giving them an advantage. They're all right together, and they have that, and they're in a frenzy. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking my notes to make sure if something happens or not. All right. That ends their turn. Lorna, you hear the shout and the cursing underneath. We're like, God damn it, from the captain. And that's about all you can hear in the 6 seconds that happens. What would you like to do?
Cool. So, I see Faye jump into the water. We're still going, so she's falling back?
She fell back, yep. She's right where she's at right now. The boat's moved forward, its pace. Faye's moved back another 50 feet. So he's still kind of, or she, I'm sorry, is still kind of with the boat. Relatively. She accurately is represented on the battle map.
Yeah. This is so hard.
Not
She's
this
fine.
time.
I can't do anything.
Not this
I
turn.
have the
Next
bird.
turn, I'll jump in the water.
Okay, 40 feet. I'm gonna shoot the one on the right here.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do. Can I throw a javelin?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can attack with whatever. It's still going to be a
Okay.
disadvantage because they're underneath the water.
Okay. Hey!
You know what? I will jump in the water this turn.
9 damage.
Oh, good lord.
Extra attack. I'll throw another one.
Okay, I'm so sorry. My wife scared the shit out of me. She just opened my basement door next to me, and I had no idea she was there. So yes, you run over to the side. You see the shadow. You toss the javelins in the water, and you know that it made purchase. It was just you felt it when you released the javelin that it was going to hit your target.
Cool.
What else would you like?
I'm gonna throw another one.
Okay,
16.
16 is a hit.
Oh, thank God. For another 8 damage.
All right.
And I yell back, or out to Faye, get back in the fucking boat!
I thought I would distract them, and they'd come for me.
That's not a good idea!
I got this.
Anika, it's your
Terrifying.
turn.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to run with my legs in front of Skybor, my full movement, look over the side of the ship again, and just to make sure I can do this. Oh yeah. In between these two shadows I see, so that it doesn't hit the boat. I'm gonna cast Shatter right here.
Okay, that's going to hit Faye as well, right?
Yep.
Okay, go for it.
Sharks are a little important.
Yes,
She'll be fine.
Yes, I mean, you could place it like right here, and it would hit the sharks, but not me.
I can't. I can only do it 60 feet. No, I can, but that'll also hit the boat.
What's the size of it?
You're fine.
Your SO.
You're fine. Quit your bitching. You're not there. Go for it, Anika.
I
Actually,
mean, also, you're like in between spaces, so if you're over one to the perfectly fine.
yeah, I think I am just outside of range.
Yep. Let's speed it up. You already said it. Let's do it. You're in the area, Faye. Speeding it along.
Yeah. Con save for poo-poo damage. Yeah.
Holy crap. Oh, poor Faye.
No reaction. I absorb it.
Can you
All right. So you absorb, what, 3 points of damage? 3 points of the damage? All right, excellent.
No, I make it a half damage. And then when I hit with my attack, I get to add a d6 of that damage.
Okay. Skyward, it's your turn then.
All right. I am going to cast Bark Skin on myself. All right. Yeah, take that off. Okay. And then I'm going to jump into the water.
Okay.
Okay, so that's 15. How does that work? I got 40 feet of movement in water. But
Yeah, it's half movement in water. Oh, you've got 40 feet. You got water movement speed?
Yeah.
Then it's, if you, okay, then it's just your straight movement. You got 40 feet to move then.
Yeah, but I've already used 15 feet to get out.
Just use another 25 feet then.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Okay. You see the 3 sharks back there. Yep.
All right. Bark Skin is an action, isn't it? Yes. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, and while you're there underwater, Skyward, and you're underwater, you do see that the rudder of the ship is very badly damaged, and it looks like it's not keeping up. You see like the bite marks of the sharks that have been kind of attacking this thing, flapping in their face, and other bite marks along the hull of the ship along the way.
Okay. That will be my turn.
Okay. Actions on you, Faye. Actions on you. The boat. Technically, I took the boat's turn after your turn, just so to be consistent. The boat will move again after your turn. So go ahead.
Okay. I will swim up to one of the nearby sharks, because that's about all I can do. I'm saving polymorph to get back on the boat later. And I am going to do 2 attacks on this one.
Okay, go for it.
And does that 15 hit?
Absolutely, it does. All those to hit.
Okay, let me add the d6 for the thunder damage onto this one. So that is 25 total. Is it still up?
25 total. It is still up, but it is looking
That is
very
a
bad.
D8.
You know what? I didn't take out my shield, so I'm going to offhand take out my dagger. And I'm going to try and stab this thing with my dagger, with my bonus action.
Okay, go for it. So you don't have your shield out. That means
I do not
your
have my
AC
shield.
is a little bit lower. Okay.
Yeah, my AC
That is a
currently
miss.
luck point.
Okay, go for it. Roll one more time. That's a hit.
Yeah!
Excellent. All right, so you stab it with your scorn blade, and you immediately pull another a lesser used weapon from your armoire, and you plunge it right into the not the dorsal, the head meat kind of part area of the right in front of the dorsal, so almost near the head is where the dagger made purchase. Anything else with your turn?
As I'm saying, I'm just yelling, "Pay attention to me!"
It's definitely paying attention to you now. So, Curtis, this is where the ship was moving. Faye, do you hold on to the dagger that plunged into the shark's head?
Yes.
Make an athletics check. We'll see if you hold on to it.
Going for a ride.
Oh, yeah.
Are you sure?
Hey!
Okay. You do hold on to it, and because of that, you don't lose any distance between you and the ship. You're kind of holding on to it, but you will need to make a breathing check. I think that's every so many minutes.
Yeah, I've only been down here for 6 seconds.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't expect it to, but go ahead and make a con check now. But I don't expect it to come into play because you should be fine. Oh yeah, you're golden.
I'm more than good.
You're Aquaman. Curtis, it's your turn. Yeah, I'm sorry, Curtis, it's your turn.
All right. Bonus action. I'm gonna use my Step of the Wind to give me a dash action
Okay.
to run to the back of the boat. And then when I look over the edge, do I see the two sharks?
You do. Yep. Yeah, I mean they're underwater, but yes, you see the two dark shadows at the back of the boat.
I would like to use Dragon Fear.
What's the range on that?
30 feet.
And what's the is it a sphere or a radius?
It says, oh here. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you.
So that would probably be a sphere.
So you could probably say a radius centered on him.
Well, because it doesn't specify, or does it say sphere or radius? I don't think it specifies either.
It just says 30
within
feet
30 feet of you.
of me.
And that's fine.
I would
Up or
say it's a
down.
radius.
Yeah. It's,
Okay.
I actually would say it's a sphere. Anything top, down, left, right, if it's within 30 feet, because the game's really good at specifying. So that means anything within 30 feet, up, down, left, or right. My question now is how deep are they? Because the side of the boat we kind of already established is about 15 feet from the water to the top rail, and I would think that a boat descends quite considerably. In fairness,
Sharks?
or how
It depends.
submerged into water, I would imagine, like if it's a boat sticking out of the water 15 feet, like three-quarters of it needs to be under the water, right?
No, not actually. Predominantly, most of your
No.
boat would actually be above water.
Yeah, not much of it's below. It's like
Okay.
a small
It's
amount.
weird boat
So,
dynamics.
okay, then let's go for it. No, that's cool. I
Yes.
did not know. So let's go with that. So yes, you're within range. Go for it.
DC 13 Wisdom save.
Okay, the one does save. The other one did not save.
So it
Do they-
is frightened of me.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. It brings us to this turn. So this one is frightened, and it immediately turns tail and runs, starts swimming away. I think it has to move its full movement speed, right? So 50 feet. Does it take the dash action too?
I'm not sure.
It's okay. Speeding this along. I feel like we're getting so caught up in the mechanics because this is all new to us. So sorry about that, guys. The other two are going to attack the boat one more time. Actually, the one's going to attack you, Faye. That makes sense.
Bring it on.
Have you
So
lost
this
any
is-
health, Faye?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Whoops.
Is that
I've lost 4 hit points if that matters.
Okay. 18, does that hit you?
No. No,
Without
it
your
doesn't
shield?
because I use shield. I do have a shield. I have this magic shield.
God damn it. Okay, so it tries to bite you, and then it bites into your arcane shield that's protecting it. It's just like confused. It's just kind of like gnawing at your arcane shield. Okay, so it doesn't have to move away. It just can't move any closer or attack you. So is that
Well, it can attack. It just not very well.
okay? So it doesn't have to swim away.
Mm-mm.
It's just as the boat moves, it's not going to be able to come closer to me.
Okay. Well, it's going to make its, I guess, last attempt to attack because after this, it's going to be can't come after you. So, where is that? Why do I have two, one bite, 2 bites? Where's my third bite? All right. Ooh. All right. And this shark is going to, it's actually, after attacking once, it looks really bad. You actually can see the kind of blood pouring off it. Faye, with you being so close, you notice something off about the shark's eye that you're kind of holding on to. It's not just like your normal black, empty, soulless shark eye. You actually make a perception check real fast. I should do that before I say anything more.
Oh boy.
It's a forgotten shark.
Isn't a forgotten shark.
It's not that far off. But you do just notice instead of the normal dark, soulless eyes, you see this almost this glowing green from behind its eyes. Just a flash of it. But as you have done so much with your last few blows, you see that it's kind of lost its brightness and it's going to break off and try to swim away from the ship. Do you want to keep holding on?
If it's gonna go away, I will sacrifice the dagger. I don't need that one.
Okay. You could pull the dagger out and let go and like release it from your blade.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. The other two, they after their attacks, they are also going to swim away. Is there anything anyone wants to do at this time?
I'll just run to the edge of the ship.
Yeah, I'll run upstairs.
Okay.
I want to be the shark.
Oh.
If I can't, I'll throw a rope over. Like, come on, Skyboard.
Okay. So, your compadres are quickly not keeping pace with the ship, and Faye, you're okay because you held on. Skyward, you're okay. The boat hasn't done its thing, but the boat is starting, moving its momentum, and you hear the captain kind of shouting like, "I can't turn her around! Get him on board now!"
Yeah.
I get to the top of the water with my magic broom and I will just take to the air.
Okay. So you're back on the boat with the help of your broom. What about you, Skyward?
I'm on the boat.
How'd you climb on the boat?
I threw down a rope.
Oh, okay. So Skyward climbs back on top of the boat. The captain's cursing at the men like, "Get this fixed now. We can't get where we're going if we can't steer the fucking ship."
Guys, something wasn't right with those sharks.
Oh no.
How so?
Oh, it doesn't help that their eyes were glowing.
What color?
Green.
Forgotten?
Could it have been that creepy lady? The one that I showed you, the Empress?
I mean, it's possible.
Or, well, no, the Coven's kind of busy. But maybe. We have a lot of bad guys after us.
You really do.
The world's gone to shit. So some of the deckhands are scrambling around the boat. They're kind of just trying to do what they can to check out the inspection, and you eventually hear that same kind of more seasoned sailor that was talking to that boy about Espa and how beautiful it was before. You hear him shout out like, "Captain, we got a big problem." He's like, "Besides steering, what else do I have to enjoy today?" And he kind of reports back the ship is taking in water after some of this hits, and the boat is retaining its course, but you're not sure, the severity of the hull right now.
Can I go down and help or try and help them? Like hold the
Same?
boards while they hammer the shit in?
You want to go down and do what? I'm sorry?
Like, I want to go down and, like, hold the boards while they hammer it in, so, I don't know. Try and help them, like, plug the holes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Go ahead and do you have any tool skills or anything
No,
like that?
I was strictly going to hold the boards while they hammer them in.
Okay. Go ahead and athletics check then.
And then can I help? But I'm sort of halfway proficient with tools, so just kind of a little bit more in holding things.
Okay. So you're going to be more the brains behind trying to make the repairs and coming up with quick fixes and band-aids to keep the hull intact, or at least reduce the amount of water it's taking in. So Lorna, you are helping with that check. Go ahead and make so you do have a tool skill, Anika?
Half, because I'm technically halfway proficient in all things.
Okay, go ahead and I guess would that be? I don't know if you have an ability check on your sheet already. But,
Nope.
I would imagine it would be, since you're taking a more intelligent approach, just go ahead and roll an intelligence check, and we'll add your proficiency bonus to it.
All right, I'll just do a d20 and add my proficiency. So our proficiency bonus.
If you roll intelligence, it automatically adds it. You just click on intelligence.
Oh, but because
does
it's
it
an
add
extra.
your proficiency?
Yeah, it'd be extra because of my bard thing. 13.
So okay, 13. There's just not a whole lot to work with, but you're doing your best to kind of give them advice on where to put the boards, where to patch first, what's the priorities and stuff, and it does help a little bit, but not as much as the water's still coming in pretty decently. Go ahead and just make a straight intelligence check, Lorna and Anika. Who else? Did anyone else go down below, or is everyone up on the top deck?
And I'll go back down below as well.
I'm just going to ask the captain if there's anything up here that I can help with.
He'll try to say unless you know how to fix a rudder, I think we're going to be, we have a great direction, but I don't know where that's going to get us where we need to be to get to Madir.
Can I attempt to tie rope around me and lower myself down into the water on the back of the boat?
Oh, totally. Go ahead and if you're taking the time to tie yourself and all that, it's not really going to be an afflection. You're just basically falling off the back of the boat and tangling off the side. So yeah, go ahead and you just want to look in underneath the water.
Yeah, just kind of stick to the boat the best I can, but see if I can see exactly what is wrong with the rudder.
Okay. When doing that, you just when you're underwater, you're looking at it, you see that it is. Make a perception check. Let's just see how much detail. So you go under the water, you see that this rudder is just stripped to shreds. Wow.
Shrimp.
The rudder is stripped.
It's effed up.
The shreds. It's effed up. Thank you. It's really, really battered, and there's not much left to repair.
All right.
Skyboard, what are you doing, bud? You did the spider climb.
Nah, I was just suggesting that, but
Oh, okay. Right. Okay, so Curtis, you want to just climb back up, or is there something else you want to do?
Yeah, no, I'll just climb back up if I can't do anything down there.
Yeah. When you come back, the captain will be barking. He's like, I didn't actually mean try to fix the water. We're in the ocean. How are you going to fix? Get on those masts and those sails and let's try to use the wind to get us at least back in the right direction. And it'll kind of shout at you and a few of the other men to kind of start kind of rearrange or like re-guiding the sails to kind of have the wind push you in the right direction. But it's kind of very difficult what you're trying to accomplish without a rudder. Anything you'd like to do, Skywar?
There's not really anything I can do.
Okay. Faye, are you doing anything?
Not really. There's not much I can do to help.
Okay. And then Anika and Lorna. So you guys are patching things up down low with that check, Anika, and doing as much math as you can to kind of figure things out. You don't think the ship's going to sink, but at this rate, you're not sure if the ship's going to be much more than an effective bobber in the water with the amount of water that the ship's taking in. So eventually it might sink, but it's going to take the Titanic approach and take its good time.
Well, hopefully it's enough time to get us to shore.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys want to spend some more time patching, or you guys want to make another athletics check and intelligence, or your modifier check, Anika, and anybody else that would like to help make more repairs in the hull, you guys can to see if you can get a little bit more time out of the ship or prevent its untimely,
Could always use buckets to get the water out.
That too. I'm gonna keep on doing it till it's a relatively slow leak.
Yeah, same. And I'll probably tell people hey, get water out of the ship.
Okay. Go. Anybody that wants to help with these efforts, I'll say Skybor, Anika, and Lorna. You guys can go ahead and start doing. So, Lorna, or sorry, did you want to say more something?
Sorry. Can I rage while doing this? Can I aggressively hold two boards against the wall and be like, hurry up and hammer these in?
I mean, you can use a hammer, can't you?
I mean, I could. I'm not.
Go.
Can I aggressively
Mechanically,
hammer?
rage is specifically. Does it say athletics and acrobatic checks, or
It
is
says
it
any
combat
strength
specific?
checks.
Strength check. It gives you advantage on strength checks.
Yeah.
If it does do that, I will allow it because it says more than just attacking. So strength checks and stuff, I will allow you to rage, but you're going to suffer in any future intelligence rolls during this time.
That is fine.
She just does what we tell her. She's fine.
Yes.
All right. So
19.
Okay, you guys. Skywar, are you helping out as well?
I'm just getting the water out.
Okay, are you trying to suggest other people to kind of help out and perform the same action?
Sure, I'll hand some buckets to some helping hands.
Okay, go ahead and make a persuasion check, or let's make a charisma check.
Okay, same thing.
Okay. Okay. People start grabbing boats and hey, why is the guy with no shoes telling us how to run our ship? But they get to work and start scooping water out as much as they can. And actually, with that, you guys think you may not sink completely, but again, you're not 100% confident in the integrity of a hull. Is she going to keep you from going completely under, or is she going to get you at least to the coast or an island? It's up in the air right now. Cronus, go ahead and make me athletics checks or acrobatics checks if you are trying to help with the masts and getting the wind to kind of get you slightly on course. So you're trying to pull on some of the rope with some of the other crew to pull the sails taut to kind of catch the wind, push you the direction you want to go. It is helping. It's not making an incredible difference in your trajectory towards Madir. The captain begins to slow down. What would the captain do? Let's make a roll. Oh shit! Yeah, he's not that smart. Okay. He's going to just kind of keep the ship going full speed. Not considering, that's the only thing you can do. Because either we slow down and we kind of bob here, or we try to get as far far across the bay as we can, so we can get closer to islands or the other side of the bay, and not out in the middle of the water. But all right, let's go back to the notes here. But you guys have been running around, working. He's running the boat for a few more hours in this way, and it eventually becomes the evening. The sails are doing okay to keep you moving, but you're not. Let me get the map back open. Over here, and kind of. So, after a few hours of working on the boat's going the same speed. It's finally evening, and the first day you've made it about here into the Bay of Espa. You guys see the map, okay?
Yeah.
The ship, though, the wind is the waves aren't as choppy, which is good. It's becoming kind of more calm. But with that calmness, the wind is kind of not pushing you as fast as you'd like. You are able to get a little bit further a few more hours later toward as you kind of keep catching the wind to bend your way, but it's not keeping the same speed. Until eventually the boat is kind of just at the push of what little wind you're getting, and you're kind of bobbing around out there in the bay. It's kind of in the middle of the night. What would you guys like to do?
I'm going to cast alarm around Lorna and Faye.
Smart thinking.
Smart thing.
Like their doors? Or their bunks?
Wherever,
Wherever we're sleeping.
Yeah. It's a 20-foot cube, so.
Yeah. We can
So
help.
are you guys going to sleep, or what are you guys doing?
I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, probably just make sure we're not going to sink in for 6 more hours. And then I'm going to go sleep.
Okie dokie.
I will stay up. I will stay up, and I'm going to continue to get water out of the ship.
Okay. Okay.
And I will convince more people to get water out of the ship if they're still awake before I go to bed.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll wake up 6 hours later and check on the boat and start pulling out water after I sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, 6 hours won't give you enough time for a long rest.
Yes.
Is it a long rest? 8 hours?
No.
I thought it was 6 to 8 because you can do a watch in there.
Yeah.
6. Okay. 1 second. Well, we got to see if 8 hours or 6 hours even goes by. Let me do this real quick. What's this alarm do again?
Oh, the spell's in the thing.
Yeah, it's in the chat.
So, against unwanted, should choose a door, a window, or an area within range that is no longer larger than 20-foot cube. So you can't. So you're just sitting in I guess on the door, the floor of the rooms they're sleeping in.
Yeah, if we have our own cabins. I shouldn't say that. It's not my spell.
Okay. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so who's all going to sleep, who's staying up working. I know Skywar's staying up working. Everyone else stayed up a little bit, but a few other people went to sleep to get some rest for the night. Who all went to sleep for the night?
I did.
I stayed up for at least an hour, like continuing to look at the gauntlets because what that shit did to me, I was very confused about.
Yep. You are still in ponder at the moment.
I'm gonna find like a corner up on the deck and just kind of like lean up against it and fall asleep.
Okay. Go ahead and make a intelligence check, actually, Lorna.
Oh shit.
Okay. All right. And so the only people that are awake then, I'll come back to that.
Okay.
So the only people that are awake is Skybor. That's it. All right. Give me 1 second. I got to run to the restroom, and then we will come back with your little secrets, Lorna.
Yay! I'll be back in 2 minutes as well. Grab
Yeah,
my
I'm
snack.
gonna do that bathroom thing too.
All right, I'm back. Sorry, guys. Are y'all there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So, Faye, Lorna,
I don't think
Chris.
everyone's here though.
Okay.
I'm back.
I'm here.
Lorna, just let us know whenever you're back.
I'm back.
Awesome. Okay. All right, we're all here. So now that we're all here, we're gonna go to the private channel. I just want to understand exactly what you're looking for, what you're doing, Laura, and then I'll share some info with you, I think. Well,
in terms of like looking at them?
Correct.
I'd probably like take them off and like kind of inspect the engravings, kind of see like try and see what it could react to, like water, fire, I don't know. Because I'm not magical. I don't really have that kind of innate sense of arcana, but knowing kind of previously what had happened, kind of recalling how like the fight with what's his face went in Menzo. And
With
kind
Quill.
of with Quill, and kind of the recalling of the handprint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I know you rolled well, but because that lack of arcane knowledge is there, it's really kind of hard to connect the dots.
I'd still have some, but it's not like I have magic. My family has had magic, but again, it's not my main thing.
Sure. So you want to understand what the gloves do? You want to understand what happened back in that fight, or you want to understand what happened when you touched those refugees?
More so what the gauntlets do. I know they're an artifact of Merlin, but there seems to be something like, why did they react with handprint?
Okay. So, perfect. That helps me out a little bit. I am going to take you to the secrets channel because so this is when you're going to rest and we're going to go secrets. So we'll be right back, guys. So because of its properties and there's not been a whole lot of things that have happened evidence-wise to kind of build up like what exactly has happened, this is kind of what Lorna knows right now before going to sleep and after kind of really deeply considering previous events. You want to know what they do exactly, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're thinking about what has happened and what strange events have happened, and you're not 100% sure exactly what it is that the gloves do, but as you think about it and drift off to sleep, eventually, after into your sleep, maybe 2 hours in, you have a familiar person kind of reappear to you, and it is Alio, the guy that originally, and he starts speaking to you, but you can't hear him. You see his mouth moving and saying words, but he looks like he can't hear you.
Okay.
So he kind of looks like he's said something, he's waiting for your response, but what would you like to do?
I'll say like, I can't hear what you're saying, and like kind of motion like no hearing.
And he'll just kind of just continue on talking inaudibly, try to get your attention. He's trying to get something across to you physically with his body because he understands that you can't speak to him.
Okay. Can I try and interpret it?
Sure. He's like, go ahead and do an insight check.
Sorry, that was normal. So 18.
So you are gathering that he's trying to just get you like, well, let's find a way to try to, ask me a question, maybe I can give you an answer through, gestures or.
I say to him, I know these are bracers of Merlin. I know they have a power to take out the handprint of the Forgotten. But is that all they do, or I feel like there's something else.
Are you going to allow him to approach you and point at things and stuff?
Yep.
Okay. So he'll come out to you and place his hand briefly, just lightly on top of the arm pieces, the bracers, and then he'll place the hand on his chest. It's kind of signifying they're mine, but they are a gift from Merlin. And he will then briefly, you'll see the same kind of bracers reappear on his forearms. They're still on yours, but it's almost like a mirror image of the band braces or the bracers. I don't know why I keep calling that. And you see that white kind of mist that you've seen on several other Forgotten.
Yeah.
Appear, and you'll see that it starts to kind of flow out of the gauntlets and spin and twist around. Eventually turn from that white to that glowing green kind of mist spiraling around the gloves. And it goes back into the embraces. And this is really hard to explain through body language of that. What was the rest of your question? I'm sorry. I'm just trying to do this through miming, and I didn't think how hard that would be.
I know. It was really kind of like, what else was there? Or is this it? The power of the bracers, basically.
Just trying to think. Okay, well, he did this. All right. He will, start moving his fingers to start casting almost like an illusionary spell. And before you'll see a person, you'll see this kind of this display, this diorama. And you see this person, this glowing white person right there. And then you see other kind of figures that kind of mimic what you guys kind of look like. They're just very crude, like almost dolls.
Yeah.
And they are attacking one of these creatures, and when you attack them, he kind of disappears, and you see the white mist disappear from the body, and then go circle around and go into the dirt and disappear into nothingness. It gets reabsorbed into something else. And then he shows the same scene again with you wearing the bracers.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that once you are attacking the same figure, that the mist leaves the person again, but this time instead of returning to the earth, they kind of absorb into your gauntlets. And you see the person kind of lift away from that smoke instead of being absorbed into the earth. So I'm doing an awful job. So let me just kind of paraphrase. Basically, when you guys were killing, what you're kind of picking up from this with your insight check and everything, when you guys are slaying the Forgotten, they are still not truly slain. They are going back to whatever is controlling them. But since you've at the bracers, you know that you are not as limited or affected by the cosmic magic. So people that you're killing, their souls you're kind of harnessing some of that cosmic energy while releasing their souls back to normal death cycles.
Okay.
But when you do that, the gloves are leveraging some of that cosmic magic, and they are almost harnessing that magic. There's not going to be a way to pantomime this, and I feel like I'm taking too long to try to be creative, so I apologize for that. But other things that he'll be able to communicate for you are things like when you were attacking Quill and his like construct, his mimic or whatever you want to call it. Once you broke through the shell, you guys were able. The shell was, fell victim to all your normal attacks, but his actual spiritual, glowing body that was not really receptive to any attacks besides from you with your with the bracers and Faye with
The crown.
the crown that made your attacks kind of real for that creature.
Okay.
And the only other thing, let me pull up your magic item sheet because I think it does. You with all that stuff, you can probably get you one more thing. I just want to make it fun for you to figure things out without me revealing everything. But man, I really no. I will share this with you soon because you're a good role. But I want to kind of do this more narratively.
Yeah, that's fine.
I think you will find out soon, especially since that role. But I want to kind of make this.
Okay.
Let me think on it, but I will share that with how you get that information in the next session. Okay.
Cool.
All right, I was making a note. Okay, I'm gonna take you back to the other room.
Okay.
A shark and it didn't work.
True.
Right. Hey guys, okay. So, about 3 hours into your rest, it's going to be late evening. You start to hear some commotion. Skyward, you're the only one awake, right?
Yes.
All right. So you are the first to hear this. Then we're like the oh my god, what is it? It's basically shouting on deck, and then you start to hear the bell go off, and everyone starts hearing the deck bell go off, and people are shouting around the boat.
Oh fuck! I get
Let's
up
go.
and run up.
Have we had enough for a short rest?
Yes, everyone had enough for a short rest. I'm going to place you all kind of around the boat.
Hey, have my warlock slots.
You guys are underneath our dining room, so I'm going to say the first round you guys can't do anything.
Okay.
I was
Well, we
sleeping
need to be
on
on
the
map
deck,
first.
actually.
Yeah, you and Skybor are the only two that are going to be able to do anything initially. So is that okay, Skybor? Did you say you were saying something?
We need to be on the map, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
That would help. Hey.
Hey.
Bandits are back.
The what?
The bandits are back.
Fireball. No, they're
Okay,
not.
Skybor.
Below deck.
I'm trying to get. All right, I'm not doing a good job getting rid of your drawing. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so Skybor, Cronus, what are you guys doing? You guys are on deck. Cronus or Skybor, what are you doing exactly? Because you were up top too.
I want to see what the commotion is.
Yeah, and I will be joining Skybor.
Okay. A quick look around. The night is kind of quiet. The sea is kind of calmer now, and it's kind of you're drifting on there, and then the bells are going off. You hear people shouting. There's a ruckus. You're kind of trying to figure out what's going on. There's a lot of men scrambling around. Your eyes kind of quickly these creatures kind of catch the moonlight in front of you, and you see several Sahagin aboard your ship at different points of the ship, lurking over some of the crewmen, some of them lashing out and grabbing them and throwing them overboard, other ones taking their bone spears, shoving it in their abdomens, and then that's going to bring us to initiative order. as you see this kind of screaming and violence on deck. And let me get them up tokens on the board for you.
Should we roll initiative?
Yeah, everyone can go ahead and roll initiative. That's fine. Okay. Okay. Come over here to where's Discord. All right, there we go. All right, guys. Everyone's rolled already.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to get all these initiatives. Music. Okay, Faye, you guys are rushing up the stairs to try to get to the top of the deck, right? To see what the commotion's about.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else you guys want to do, that's what I'm imagining that you guys are doing. Just for the combat purposes.
So would it take our entire turn to get up to deck if we dash?
Yeah, you can get up there. Next turn you'll be able to get to the top deck.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, I won't waste Misty Step then.
Okay.
I'm certainly not.
Okay, so Lorna, you were down below, so that brings us to the first Sahagin. Cronus and Skywar, feel free to put your tokens on the deck where you guys were kind of sleeping on the deck. I imagine at the crow's nest you'd kind of be in this area, or basically within this lower section is the most likely area, I would imagine.
I was just like huddled up where there was a corner and just kind of sleeping in the corner.
That's perfect. That's fine right where you are then. What about you, Skywar?
This is a fine spot. Skyboy's been moving around anyway.
Okay. As this one approaches, it's going to point. It's a trident that they have, right? Let me double check. Yeah. It's going to point its trident at you, Cronus, and this one is going to point its trident at you, Skywar. And they start speaking in that familiar, creepy fish kind of language, the Sahagin. That I don't know. That's how I imagine it. Or a little bit of both of those things. And it's going to cast Spiritual Weapon and attack you. 1, 2. I feel like I'm missing one. 1, 2. Okay. These two are going to attack you, Skyward, and this one's going to attack you, Cronus. Wait, can it do 2 attacks and do a bonus action with the Spiritual Weapon?
Spiritual Weapon is only 1 attack on your bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing this wrong. I'm so sorry. This is not. Then what's it cost? It's an action that costs or casts spiritual.
No, it's a bonus action.
It's bonus action to cast it.
And it
When you
automatically attacks.
Then you can attack.
It can't attack at the first time it's casted, or can
Yes,
when
it
it's
can.
first casted.
It can.
Okay. So then it's going to come up to you actually and attack with its claws first. I guess that makes no sense. Okay. Either any of those hit 21.
That first bite did.
All right. So you take 3 points of damage. And then she's going to cast. They're both going to cast spiritual weapons and place these tridents that kind of are going to float around you and them and follow their command. Or were we use it for that token before? Wasn't there a token? Okay, there we go. All right. And then I need to do a bite and attack for you, Cronus. So these two are for you.
The claws hit.
Okay. For 14 points of slashing damage. And now the spiritual weapons are going to attack 2 for you, Skyward, and 1 for you, Cronus.
Holy fuck.
Okay, 1 hits.
And then that misses.
Okay. So 9 more points of damage for you, Skyward. Actually, what is your AC, Cronus?
20.
Okay, that one actually hits because you don't have your full hit points. So they get a thing called Blood Frenzy, where if you don't have your hit points, it makes its attacks. Well, it's melee attack. Does that count as a melee attack with a
Nope.
spiritual weapon?
Nope.
Never mind. Because it can make a melee spell attack.
Nope.
No.
Okay, never mind. It does not hit you then, Curtis. Which then ends their turn. Cronus, what would you like to do?
I am going to wail on the one that's right next to me here. That one. I assume both of those hit.
We can't hear you. Silent.
Hello, hello.
There.
There you go.
That was a hit, and he failed his con save, so his spiritual weapon is gone.
Spiritual weapon
And-
is not concentration.
Oh, it's not.
Nope.
Thank
No.
you very much. It is not gun. Damn, I thought I was doing something proactive and correct for once. Okay. 19 points of damage.
20.
Yeah,
20. Oh, wow. Okay. Brings, is anything
1
else?
second. And then I'm going to do my extra, my bonus action attack.
Yeah, and actually, I'm looking at Skyward. You don't have all your health points either, so though that one spiritual weapon did hit you, right?
Mm-mm.
Did we do damage? Did I
yeah.
not do? Okay.
Yeah, I took the damage.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I'll try better to keep track of this stuff. So 20 points of damage, and what did you want to do, Cronus?
My third attack.
Okay, go for it. For another 12 points of damage. Okay. It looks very bloodied and battered and regretting jumping on this boat. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. The Barons are going to approach. This one is going to kind of approach you from behind on the kind of railing above, and it's going to strike downwards at you. Um, so 1 with its bite, and 2 with its trident. Oh, it's only 1 with its trident. 2 with its claws or trident. Or is that two times with his claws then, or 2 times with his trident? Is that okay either way?
What?
It says Saga makes 3 attacks, 1 with his bite and 2 with his claws or trident. Does it mean 1 with his bite and 2 attacks with either claws or trident, or is 1 bite and 1 trident, or 1 bite and 2 claws?
One with its bite and 1 with its claws. Or spear. No, so it's
No.
automatic bite, and then it's claws or spear.
This is a Baron, though, so it's 2. It's his trident, so it's 2. Okay, it's 2 attacks with his trident then. All right, so the bite is a 19. That's that.
That misses.
What's your AC?
20.
20.
I never agreed to that. So then here comes the trident for. So 22 and a 26. For 25 points of damage. This one is going to approach as well to you, Skyward, and it's going to attack you with the same.
2 of those hit.
They're all with advantage. Okay, got it. So that's going to be 33 points of damage. And these other 2 are going to start attacking the boat itself. They're kind of taking their weapons. They're attacking crewmen. They're trying to make their way to the stairs of the ship and make their way kind of. Well, those stairs are really small. I don't know if they can use stairs. But they're going to start trying to attack the deck and the hull of the ship itself, just trying to ruin the ship's integrity.
Great.
Anika, it is your turn.
All right. I'm still running. Am I above deck yet?
Not this turn. Nope.
So I'm trying to. Well, actually, how far away am I from just being able to see above the stairs? Or to see these stairs? Is it 25?
You're several feet. You're to the top of the stairs.
Just these stairs, and if I can hear commotion above me.
No, mechanically and narratively, you guys were sleeping and woke up, and you guys are supposed to spend the whole turn trying to get up to the top deck.
Then that's what I'm doing.
Okay.
But I don't want to actually get above deck. I just want to get to the middle of the stairs.
All right, we'll place the stairs then. So we'll place you on the stairs so that you don't have to actually be on the deck, but you can still see what's going on the deck.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Skyward, it's your turn, sir.
All right. Bonus action. That's the spell. Click on the spell. Why isn't it? It's not giving the information out. Okay. This spell makes it where I get an increase of 30 feet of movement, but I think it's just for this turn. And
Okay.
I don't provoke attack of opportunities, and my next weapon attack deals an extra 1d8.
Okay, go for it.
I'm going to skedaddle. 10, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
Okay.
That is my turn.
So no attack of opportunities. It's just a full speed, that speed away.
Yep.
All right. Anything else?
That is my action and bonus action.
Okay, Faye, you've made it to the top of the deck. Go ahead and place your token kind of in the vicinity of that whole cluster down there, wherever you want.
So like down here.
You could run past the weapons to get down there, yeah. That is the yeah, you're fine.
So I think I'd be probably moved to right. I do not want to be where I give advantage. I think the only place I can really go to avoid the advantage is right there.
Yeah, and you are kind of on two different levels of deck there, but just mechanically you can move kind of. That's still fine to move there. Just think, I just don't want you to think Cronus is right to your left. He's kind of down on the lower deck, and you're kind of looking at the guy that's fighting Cronus on the stacks leading to the lower deck.
I'm actually gonna take out the small one first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go for the small one. Alright, so first attack. Luck. Use my last luck point to get that 22.
Well, reroll. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let me reroll it.
Yes, he did
Yeah, I'll
that.
take the crit.
Yep, that's
I'll
fine.
take the
That's
crit. All right. Second attack. Hey.
That'll work. Okay. You come up, you running past the priestess, you slice into it and turn around and take the other side of your sword and pierce backwards as you run past it, and it's going through its back of its back and out through its gut, splash into Cronus just a little bit, and it dies as you strike it true. Anything else here?
Since she died, does one of the spiritual weapons disappear?
Yeah, sorry. Yep.
It was already gone from before, anyways, because it failed its concentration.
It's not
It's
concentration.
not.
It's not a concentration
con.
spell.
Oh, okay. I thought you rolled for it.
I thought it was. That was my bad.
Then I'll look at the big guy and be like, in Draconic, y'all, Cronus, let's take this guy on.
I got the spell up about the that Zephyr strike thing.
Zephyr Strike.
Whatever.
Okay, cool.
And that is my go.
Okay. So, just again for the context, you are on the upper deck and Cronus is on the lower deck next to this guy. So, Lorna, it is your turn. You are up on deck, and you can also place your token. Pretty much. I don't have a drawing on there, but
Could I go there?
basically, you put yourself anywhere up
okay.
there. Yeah, you
Cool.
mechanically. Again, I'm not going to count how many feet it was from your cabin, but
Yeah.
you're good wherever you want in that area.
Cool. I'll go there. I'm going into a frenzied rage. And I will... Fuck it. Great Weapon Master this shit.
You're not allowed to fuck this hog. I'm sorry. That's not an attack.
Damn it! I guess not.
Go for it.
I will recklessly attack the Saga. Great Weapon Master. Yes.
Okay, there we go. Holy shit.
20.
Okay.
Next attack.
Is that with your plus 10 from it?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow. All right.
I
That's
rolled
beautiful.
like crap on that.
That's scary.
Wait. That doesn't seem right.
Should be 2d6
Wait.
2d6 plus 15.
plus 5 for your strength
You
plus
have
10
a negative
for the
5
You
in
got a
magic
minus
on it.
5 in there for whatever reason.
Oh.
But that should only
Yeah,
be on
that's
the
what it is.
attack.
No, in the damage roll, you have a minus 5 in there.
Yeah, and the damage rolls are not minus 5. The attack should be minus 5, but not the damage. So that should be 23, 25 points of damage total.
Okay. I
Yeah.
just updated it. Let's see if this works. Okay, so yeah, I just put okay. 9 minus 5. Okay. I'll do it again. Let's see if this works this time.
Okay.
I think that hits.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. That hits.
Okay. That worked. I just rolled like crap.
Perfect.
Yeah, because it's the 20 plus my strength plus my proficiency, but it's minus 4 because it's a +1.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Okay, so you rush forward, you start striking at these creatures. You guys have come up on deck. You're seeing these hideous sea creatures that you've seen in the past. They don't look as pale or dark blues and stuff as when you were encountering the Underdark. These kind of more have more vibrant colors, but they're still kind of nasty and creepy looking. More accurately to their NPC tokens this time. Brings us to the priestess that you killed one. How far can the spiritual weapon be moved? 20 feet?
20 feet. And
but they don't give
No.
there's no flanking.
No, not with those.
All right. Anika, you've not come up yet, so they're not
That's
seeing you.
correct.
So this one is going to move its one towards you, Lorna, and this one's going to move towards you, Cronus. Then they're going to separate accordingly. And I'll move like that. So I think there. This guy's moving. He does not have flanking though, because no, the Baron is still up. They're attacking you, so he can reach down and attack you. So he still could get flanking. All right. So here's this one for you, Lorna.
You?
So 14's a miss.
19's a miss.
14's a miss, and then 23 and 19.
23 hits.
Oh, no way. That's it?
And it's halved.
5 points of damage. Crit!
Wait. Oh, 5.
That shouldn't even be allowed. That's not even fair.
Hey, if it can happen to us,
Uh-huh.
it can happen to you.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so these two missed you. And did I do... All right, now Cronus, here you go. 18 and 13, I think, are both misses.
All misses.
And then spiritual weapon is a miss too. Okay, so those miss. And then did use her bonus action to move the weapon, so that ends her turn. Cronus, it's your turn.
I would like to use Dragon Fear, and it's going to affect everybody on the boat, like all the Sahagins on the boat, because I think they're all within 30 feet of me.
Mm-hmm.
But is that once per long rest or
Short rest.
Limit? Oh, fuck me.
Weapon breath
Okay.
is a short rest.
All right, go for it. One passes. The other one is frightened against you. The other one, so let's do these now. 4. All the barons are frightened of you except for one, and the priestess next to you is frightened as well. So they have disadvantage against attacking you. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
On all attack rolls, as long as I'm within sight of them, that's what I believe it was.
Can you share your spell block, or is it in that spell block?
I think that would be part of the frightened condition.
Okay, let me look at the frightened one. Has disadvantage ability checks and attack rolls while the source of the sphere is within line of sight. The creature can't only move close to the source. Yep, you got it. So they are at disadvantage. So, all right. So they are okay. Anything else, sir?
Bonus action. I'm going to shadow step to the other side of this one.
Okay.
And then that is my turn.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm trying to try to mark these up real quick so I don't forget who's frightened of you. I think that's right. 4 were frightened and 2 passed. So, okay. That ends your turn. The Princess of the Baron. These barons, and then what's your proximity? You have to be 30 feet within them?
Now it's just within line of sight, is all it says for frightened.
But it's still, what's the range, 30?
Initially,
no.
yeah.
Oh, the
Yeah,
initial.
my
So
initial
as long as
thing
you get line of
was
sight at
30.
all, no matter what. I got you. Okay, I'm sorry. So you're good. These barons can't approach you, so I guess they're going to run towards your other person. Nika, you're not on the deck yet.
Nope.
This one's going to keep attacking. He's actually going to walk or jump over the side of the ship and start attacking the sides of the ship again. Okay. All right, and these two are attacking you, Lorna. They are going to have just a flat roll against you because they have advantage already, but they're going to put the disadvantage. So we're just going
What
to do flat.
disadvantage?
They have the fear condition.
Ah.
They're frightened, so they have disadvantage while they're in line of sight of
Fuck yeah.
Cronus. So. So, what do we got here? Bite. So, 17, 15, 13, 20, 24. 20
One
and 24,
bite?
I think.
Yep, 1 bite and 1 trident.
Okay, so you take 31 points of damage, but it's half because you're raging, right?
Why there's no
not the
crit?
crit because it doesn't have advantage.
Oh,
So it's 20.
Yep, sorry, 20.
worries.
So, half it, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then that is going to bring their turn to an end. Anika, you do make it to the top of the stairs. Your head's just kind of poking out. You see a priestess that's kind of right in front of you. And did I skip the priestess's turn?
No?
Okay.
No.
Okay, they just stopped, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
That may have been it.
What would you like to do, Anika?
So I'm going to cast slow that hits all of them. Because it's a 40-foot cube, so if I go from here, boop, and then boop, then boop. So it'll hit all the Swahagens. So, wisdom save, please.
Okay. All of them, right?
All of them.
Even the one off the side of the boat?
Mm-hmm. Because I started it from here. So
Okay.
it'll get him, and then goes this far. So it'll even get this little priest.
Okay. Charisma or wisdom? I'm sorry.
Wisdom. I wish it was charisma, but it's wisdom.
I think the only one that succeeded was the Baron, right? What's the DC again?
It is 16, but what about the priestesses? Yeah, that one Baron passed. Because it affects 6 creatures. Of my choice.
All right.
Yeah, so that one Baron is fine. All of the others failed.
So just keep me honest on that. I think I remember it's like one action or movement. It's not both. Spells take 2 turns to cast, and I think half movement speed is the other one, and disadvantage on athletics and strength.
Their movement speed is halved. Their AC is -2, and they have -2 to AC and Dex saves. It has no reactions. It can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. It can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn. That's interesting. If it attempts to cast a spell, I have to roll a d20. 11 or higher, it doesn't take effect until next turn. And then they can make a wisdom save at the end of their turns.
Okay. All right. So,
And then I will just kind of duck down the stairs a little bit.
okay. Skyward, it's your turn, sir.
All right, bonus action.
Okay.
Planar warrior on this guy right here,
Okay.
and that should hit.
Okay.
Plus 2d8 because of my
Zephyr Strike.
so that's 19 damage to that guy.
Okay. Which one again?
This one right here.
Got it. All right. All right. So you let the attack go, and as you do, the arrow just it is an arrow still, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's an extra. Okay, so your arrow just gets an extra up, and as it's coming, as the Sahaga's lurching towards Lorna to make another attack, the arrow goes through its head, and he turns to jelly. And he dies.
Jellyfish.
Also, heads up, anytime these things take damage, they get to re-roll their saving for my fear.
Oh, okay. All right. Good to know. Anything else on your turn, Skyward?
That's all I can do.
All right, Faye, it's your turn.
Alrighty. I'm gonna Hexblade's Curse in the one between me and Cronus, which will give me a +3 bonus to damage. Alrighty. I crit on a 19 against it, and I'm due 2 attacks on it.
Boom. Those both hit.
Alright, so that's 15 on the first one, 10 for a total of 25.
Jesus. Okay. And I thought about turning down the health points for these guys. All right.
And you know what? For funsies, on that crit, let's
go ahead.
Let's throw an Eldritch Smite on that crit. That's going to be an additional 8d8 damage.
Because you said funsies, I'm going to say no. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
Another 41.
Jesus.
Oh my. Oh my.
Smite.
I don't think
And
you need
as
levels in
you
Paladin. You're good.
Destroy it. Come up there and start smiting the shit out of it. It again falls down and slumps over, and it becomes like a smelly dead fish on your deck. Anything else?
I will then move to right here to help Lorna.
All right, excellent. Lorna, it's your turn, and you have advantage.
Kill all the things. Kill the thing in front of me. Great Weapon Master. Oh, fuck. 16?
Okay. You're attacking the Salt Baron, right?
Yeah.
That's a hit.
22 damage.
All right.
Do it again. 18.
All right.
25. Bonus action, because I'm going to be exhausted. I'll hit him one more time.
Hey, go for it.
Oh, come on!
That's a miss.
It needs to make 2 wisdom saving throws for taking damage from my fear.
It's still scared. And if it wasn't scared, it's still slowed. Which, if it wasn't slowed, it's still surrounded. Anything else, Lorna?
No, it's my turn.
All right. The priestess. They're all slowed, right? Or no, this one's not slowed, right? The one I did not mark, right? That's one. That one.
Hang on. I don't think you marked them for
The one that's not marked is not affected by my fear.
I didn't mark them for slow, didn't I? Well,
Yeah, no,
my
they both
mistake
failed
is
slow.
yeah.
They're both
Then
slow.
I'm going to say they're all slowed because I didn't mark them, and that's my mistake.
Oh.
So they're still slow. Okay.
Yeah, they're both slowed because I got an 11 and a 6. My DC's more than that.
Yeah. A spell requires 2 actions until I succeed from it.
Not necessarily, but it is riskier.
I thought
It has a chance to go off this round. I have to roll a d20. If I get 11 or above, it doesn't go off this round.
yeah, but then you can still counterspell it. So it's worth it.
I can only see one of them. So
Fair enough. It is going to the one then is going to look at you, Anika, and attempt to hold person on you.
okay. Let me see. It goes off. It's a wisdom save.
I'm trying to figure out how to cast this through this new system. There we go. Just click on it. Oh, imagine that. It is a wisdom saving throw. Yes, and the DC is 12.
15.
Which you passed. Okay. The other one is it's going to cast a fan favorite, mass healing word.
Fucker.
Yeah, that one works too.
It's just 6 points of healing for them. It's not worth it. Worth counterspelling.
You don't know how many points it healed. Now I'm doing fancy DM stuff because you metagamed on me. Double the healing.
I'm not going to waste one of my smite slots on that.
Fair enough. And then they get to make a save against your slow to see if they're no longer affected. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Wisdom, right?
Yep. Fail.
God damn, these guys suck. They're getting demoted. Did the Baron already do their stuff too? I think they did. Okay. Oh, no, they did because it's their turn now.
Yeah.
All right. So this one, things are not going too great for these. This is not how the day was planned for them. The bell is still ringing this whole time during combat. The crewmen are trying to get other men off the deck, like off the floor that have fallen in combat. And this time the Sahagin is going to attack you, Lorna, once. Where is this? It's going to attack you once. You, Faye, once.
One melee or one
range.
range.
Yeah, shoot. That's right. It's a multi-attack.
Actually, which ones just went? Was it the little tokens?
Yeah.
The little ones.
Okay, so you skipped over me.
What's that?
Oh,
I said you skipped over me.
I'm sorry. Let me go back to you then.
But yeah, they can attack once, and they can.
My bad, Cronus. Go ahead.
I'm gonna jump over the railing here and align myself on the other side of one from Anika.
All right.
First, doing my 2 attacks.
Okay, go for it. Hit and hit. Okay.
Key point, flurry of blows for 2 more.
Go for it. Those are all hits. So, Anika, you see this Sahagin before at the top of the steps looking down at you as you just hopped out and cast your spell. It has its hands kind of like, moving and trying to summon that whole person thing that kind of disappears upon you. And as he is doing that, you all of a sudden see him kind of become limp and lifeless as Cronus jumps behind him and starts striking him in the spine with the blade streaking across his back. And he falls, kind of tumbles forward towards you on the stairs. Go ahead and make a dex check.
Dex or acrobatics?
Acrobatics would be fine too.
Okay. 16.
Okay, you weren't affected. You're able to move out of the way just in time for him to kind of tumble forward towards you and fall down all the stairs into the where you came from, the quarters or lower deck. Anything else, Cronin?
I will go ahead and use the rest of my movement to line up right there.
Okay. All right. That brings us to the Baron. And the Baron can only move or attack, correct?
No, it can. Well, wait. Can it move? I think it definitely can move. It can only.
It can't move near me because it's still afraid of me.
That's true. It can move away from Cronus. Its movement is halved. It can either use an action or a bonus action, not both, and it can only do one melee or run ranged attack.
Gotcha. Okay. Well then, he is going to make an attack against. Let's see here. Who did the last thing of damage to him? That would have been you, Lorna, right? So. Oh, did you hit him, Anika?
No, I slowed everyone.
All right. You know what? You guys are becoming too big of an issue for him. He's actually going to strike at one of the crewmen that are kind of trying to keep the ship together and get people calmed down. So he reaches out with his trident again, stabs another one. Skewers. Well, I should roll to be fair. Yes, he reaches out with his trident and skewers one of the guys running past him, kind of fuming and mad. He kind of looks at you all. His eyes kind of widen though as he sees something behind you, Cronus, and he goes ahead and he's going to jump overboard. Everyone gets an attack of opportunity as he tries to jump into the sea.
Oh, okay.
That would be a hit, Lorna. Okay.
33 points of damage.
He tries to turn away and jump into the sea. And as he jumps,
I just cut off one of his legs.
He goes to jump, and Lorna chops his leg, and so he looks like he was trying to do like a graceful acrobatic dive. It just turns into a bloody spaghetti mess that just kind of flops and flips around, and blood sprays the side of the boat as he tries to dive into the. He nails the dive. Actually, the funny thing, but the guts are just everywhere.
He just didn't have the high ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, no,
But he stuck the landing, and that's what matters. The other one, it's going to make an attack on the ship that's been on the hull again. That's actually not going to do anything. But it also seems to react something and dives into the water. And then at that point, what's going on? There's no more Sahagin. Oh, there is still one Sahagin left on deck. Oh, well, sorry about that, Priestess. I think it's your turn.
All right. So the one above me is dead, right?
Yes, it is. Yep, and that
Okay.
spiritual weapon.
Cool. So I'll get up on deck. I'll go here and I'll just shoot 2 Eldritch Blasts at this one.
Okay, go for it.
Assuming 10 misses. Does 13 hit?
13 does hit.
For 10 force damage.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
No, I'm good.
I love that gift. That is like perfect. That's exactly how I imagined it happening, actually. Skyboard, it's your turn.
Oh well. Right on top
Okay.
of Lorna, and I'm just gonna fire an arrow at the thingy.
Okay. Do you want to describe what your healing spirit is? If you haven't decided, we can always discuss that later. But I didn't know if you had like a certain like creature that would be that sideboard would kind of summon its spirit.
I just picture it as a ball of light.
Okay, we can do that. Like kind of like a wispy kind of glowing orb or something. We'll figure that out later. I was just curious how you wanted to describe it.
I hadn't really put much thought into it.
Okay.
Like I said, I recently just realized that druids get that.
Okay, sorry. We can do that offline, but if you want to come up with something like I had when my trainer did, it was like a deer that appeared. So I just didn't know if you want to do anything like that. But nope. Anything else,
Great,
sir?
now I can't use a deer.
I mean, I used to fish.
No, you can't use a fish.
Damn it! Sorry. What would you like? Is that it, sir?
All right, 10 points of damage to the doohickey.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, Faye, it's your turn, sir. Or ma'am.
Okay, I'm gonna run up to this one, and I'm gonna attempt to stab it twice.
Okay, go for it.
16 and 15.
Those both hit.
Is it dead?
It is dead. So you slay
Okay,
the
I
last
won't
one.
use it. I won't use a smite slot.
All right. All right. Is there anything else you want to do? There are currently no Sahagin on your deck.
I'm just gonna keep an eye out.
Okay. Make a perception check. You're gonna check your surroundings then.
Yep.
Okay. You were you're looking around the boat. You're trying to calm the chaos. There's people are kind of screaming in pain. Some men are dying and stuff from their wounds that have been inflicted on the Sahagin or by the Sahagin. The captain is checking on a few of these men and talking to them, and you hear them start to discuss that the ship is not doing well with the more damage that it took on in the attack in the middle of the night, and you're not sure. He's not sure how much longer the repairs are going to last on the boat. You also see Faye off in the distance. You see a boat on the horizon. Which is going to take us out.
We got something in the distance.
So I want to take us out of combat for now. Let's see what we want to do.
What?
So that ends up combat, but Faye was investigating the aftermath, and you all kind of are doing that after you leave combat, assessing what's going on. If you need me to repeat that, I can.
Silent,
yeah,
just to double check, are Sahagins humanoid?
They are.
Give me my ghost.
God damn it! All right, you have your specter. But yeah, so Faye does see a ship approaching your ship off in the distance.
Which way?
I will point at it.
Okay. Let me pull up the map because it helps me give you better directions versus that way. This would be coming from technically the set. Or here, I can move you to the map. This would be that music. I gotta take that off. kind of coming from not that far away. I'm sorry, but it's coming from that direction. If you see the purple dot,
Yeah.
Hmm.
you guys can investigate further. Try to get some one of the shipmen's maybe spyglass, whatever you guys want.
That's what I was gonna ask for.
Yeah.
Could we borrow a spyglass or something? Have one of our people look at it.
I mean, how far away is the ship?
Time. I'd rather get the distance probably like time wise and speed. From this, it looks like at their current approach. After looking at it, it's about an hour out from meeting up with you guys.
So yeah, let's take a look, see kind of if they're friendly, and if they are, let's signal. If not, let's run.
Where's the captain?
Actually, I'm sorry, an hour. That doesn't make sense. That's way too far. Because that means they're miles away. They're not miles away from you guys. Because they move at what speed? I hate math. Yeah, because they're on that. Okay. I'm sorry. We're horrible at giving you time. So this moves at 5 miles an hour, so it's not that far away. It's probably 20 to 30 minutes away from you, so about half mile away from you now. Okay. So Skybor, you're doing what now?
I'm using my spiritual healing thing to heal up. I gotta sit a lot.
So it's for 10 rounds. So also everybody else can go ahead and do 96 of healing as well. Because as long as you guys dance in and out for 10 rounds, you all get that D6 of healing.
Yeah, so we can just use your numbers there.
Yeah. So go ahead. Everyone can go ahead and take 32 points of healing if they're making use of Skybor's spiritual guardian, and if he's being so kind to explain how it works to you all to use it.
That's a nifty spell there. When did you learn this one?
I don't know, it just dawned on me.
The hawk taught me how to do it. So who's looking for the spyglasses or to kind of investigate the ship approaching?
I don't have very good eyesight. Do I?
I can't see in the dark.
You want me to look?
Yes. I'm gonna go figure out.
I'm the only one with real dark vision.
I have the goggles though.
I'm gonna make it look extremely goofy and flip my goggles down, and then try to hold the spyglass up to it.
Okay. As Captain again barking orders at the stuff, you hear him kind of say, "How are we doing?" And they're like, "We're not moving any further. We're going down, Captain." And he's kind of looking around, and he's like, "What do you guys see?" And they're looking through the spyglass. Everyone that's looking that did take the time to go get the spyglass and look in the direction that Faye pointed out to you all. As it's approaching, you see this ship approaching with the what's the word I'm looking for? The common visual of a ship with a mermaid on the front side of it coming towards you. Beautiful maroon and red striped sails, and it's heading towards your direction. Looking on the board, you do see men kind of running around and stuff. Make perception checks, those that are using the spyglass.
Alrighty.
Normal is 8. Sorry.
So you see several men. There's humanoid figures, I should say, running around the boat, and they're heading your way. As time kind of approaches, you do notice that there are some. The ship may not vary greatly in size to yours. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than your boat, but you notice that the ship has cannons on board.
Pirates!
Oh my.
Wait, cannons?
Yes.
We didn't even
Oh.
have cannons.
I know.
You gotta pay for the upgrade.
I would like to flip my hood up and jump into the water and start swimming my way towards it.
I would
Bye,
like to ask the
Cronus.
captain, does he know of any ships that they described to me? And are they friendly?
I'm sorry. That was a lot going on right there. What's going Curtis just jumped into the water and you're asking the captain reasonable questions. What's going on? So
Yep.
Curtis, you dive into the water, heading towards the ship, moving at 180 feet per round, which is, we'll just say 180 feet, which is roughly, I think, 18 miles an hour or something like that.
Sure, why not?
That can't be right. So we got to figure out what that math actually, like what Cronus travel math is. I got to figure that shit out. Back to you, Anika. You're talking to the captain. What did you say?
So I'm going to assume Faye told me what the ship looked like. I'm going to ask him if he knows of these ships. Are they friendly? Or do we need to prepare for fight number 3 today?
Captain, based on the description, he goes, I don't know of any ship by those, colors. Did you see a flag or anything like that? And, like I said before, the water has not been safe. Obviously, we've been fighting tooth and nail to stay afloat. And, there's always been, some level of risk for these oceans, but nothing like this.
Right. Faye, did you see a flag?
Did I see a flag with my dirty 20?
You did not see any flag.
I did
You
not.
could check again.
see
You
a
could check
flag.
a little bit later. You could check later again if you want, but you did not see the flag.
Nope, just maroon sails, cannons, mermaid on the front.
Yep.
Or maroon and gold sails. Actually, having traveled around most of this continent, do I know of any kingdom's colors that are maroon and gold that are ship-worthy? Or like sailors? Hello?
Hello?
Can't hear you, Silent.
Hello.
There you go.
And now I got a red bar. That's an X. I was flattering you, but you didn't hear it. So I said that's an excellent question. Go ahead and roll a history check.
Oh, thank you. 19.
You don't know of any nations that you visited, like no cities or governments, but no, there is no government or it's not. These colors are not associated with any country.
Okay. And I haven't heard anything, I'm assuming, about them.
Nothing. No, not like these sail colors. Not with that information. The sail color alone. No.
We need a flag.
We need a flag.
I assume
we
the
need to
ship
prepare
has
for a fight.
flag.
Just in case.
That is true.
I don't know, I can't see. I have these lights above my head.
I could take another look.
Or just watch as it approaches.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I guess keeping an eye as it gets closer.
Do we want to put out like a white flag for help? Or
I think that may be why they're coming.
that's true.
Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know yet.
Why don't we like light up the ship so they can see us? And I would just wait. Be prepared potentially for a fight.
Mhm.
But yeah. I'm gonna light
Yeah,
like
pretty
torches and put them around the ship on the top and secure them so they don't burn the ship.
Okay. All right. About 15 minutes pass by. You guys go ahead and make your preparations. Oh, go ahead.
How long would it take me to swim to the towards their ship, like if they're heading towards us.
Your movement speed, I really have no accurate way of gauging how fast because you can't move at that speed nonstop. You know what I mean? Like, I know you can do it per round, but like we're talking minutes. There's got to be some kind of exhaustion, and I don't have a fair way of mechanically. So I would say that it would take you half the time it would take them to get to you, because their ship moves at 100 feet per round. You're moving at 160.
Plus he's swimming too. Wait,
I mean, he has the cloak of the manta ray.
Which is the 180, right? Still 180 per round, right?
Or 120 if he's not key pointing.
Yeah.
Are you key pointing?
No. Let's just make it easy. I'll just say I'm going to swim halfway and like try to like stealth in the water. And I'm just going to grab the side of their boat as they're approaching.
Okay. Constitution saving throw for holding your breath and stealth check.
I can breathe underwater.
Okay, that works. Then stealth check. At advantage. Oh, you already have advantage because of your boots. Okay, so the boat approaches eventually. It's about 15 minutes after you look. You can look again through your spyglass if you want.
I will.
The boat does approach and you grab on. Go ahead and make an athletics check, Cronus.
Do what?
An athletics check to try to grab hold of the boat as it drives by. You do grab hold of it, and you're able to kind of pull yourself up with some of the rope and scale the side of the ship a little bit. Faye, you do see a closer image of the ship, and they are kind of running around, and you start to see them raising some ropes and pulleys, and eventually you do see a black flag eventually start flying and being raised up. This is a picture of a skull with two mermaid tails kind of coming off the left and right side of it, and it is being raised.
So there is a flag.
Uh-huh.
It's black and it has a skull on it, and on the skull, on either side of it, are two mermaid tails.
Real quick, can I
look
see
to the
them raise the
captain.
flag from the side of the boat?
What's that, Cronus?
Can I see them raise the flag from the side of the boat?
You're going to see that and more in just a second. What did you want to do, Anika?
I look to the captain and go, I don't think that's good, right, Skull?
Oh, fucking pirates, the captain says. Like, men, get ready, arm up. They either we're going to be in for a fight, or we're going to be, we're in for a fight, we're going to die, or we're going to be prisoners. So prepare yourselves.
Or
get right with Jesus.
Faye,
or
we need to be very convincing.
We do need to be very convincing. If that fails, we capture that boat.
Yep. That's what I was thinking. Because we need a new ship.
And I like the looks of that. Just look at that mermaid on the front of it.
I know, and I like the sail colors. Plus, pirates are businessmen, right? Can't be good business just to have scraps from Sahagin.
That is true. But we don't know how greedy they are.
That, and you guys are caravanning supplies to Espa. Just it's not just an empty ship. I just want you guys to consider that you're not on an empty ship to where you're going.
You're assuming I won't lie.
No. I just want to give you all pieces of the puzzle. So, Cronus, you, sir, do see this flag getting raised up, and you go ahead and make a perception check. Okay. 15. You start hearing men not chanting, like talking in common to one another, and they're like, it's another ship. We're gonna get another good payday here and bring it back home, I think. And other kind of chit chat as they are talking about the spoils of what they're about to receive.
We're so evil. You can tell how
We're so evil. Yeah. That's exactly right. We're super evil, and we're gonna murder and rob. That's what they're saying. What would she like to do, sir?
Can I kind of like climb my way towards like the back of the ship where I believe the helm would be?
You can. You go ahead and make another athletics check, though. Between the shadow stepping and stuff like that, because I think you can climb difficult terrain too now with your monk-like abilities, can't you?
I don't believe so.
Okay. You're able to move a little bit, but you're not able to get all the way to the back of the helm. You're still kind of on the side of the boat, a little bit further back though now. All right. And we are. Is there anything else you want to do right this second, Cronus, before we kind of come to a stopping point for the night?
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and put a vial into my gauntlets.
Okay.
I'll make sure I note that down.
Okay. What is the rest of the group going to do? Cronus is a little outside the range for your earrings. You guys are preparing, and you see the pirate flags approach.
I am going below deck.
Just get ready to try and do proper negotiations, but be prepared for aggressive negotiations.
Yep, I think me and Faye are gonna scheme.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I hide, like, on the top deck?
Oh, how far off are they?
So they were half a mile originally. 15 minutes later, what would that put them at? So what's half of a mile is 25. This is 2,500 feet. So they're about 1,250 feet away from you.
Anika, you could make Lorna invisible.
That was my plan. That's why I want to know how far they were. Hey, Lorna, come here.
What? Don't
I can make
polymorph
hiding.
into one of those flyy little things.
That's Faye, not me. I don't have that spell.
Sure.
I can make you invisible.
I'm not gonna turn you into an animal. I'm saving that for the captain, maybe, if he's not nice.
But I can make you invisible, so hiding is super easy. And honestly, Cronus is probably on that ship somewhere.
Yeah.
So I'll hold my hand out. Touch
Fuck yeah.
if you want to go invisible.
Fuck yeah.
Then I will cast invisibility on Lorna.
Okay. All right.
Just
How long does that last?
An hour.
Okay, perfect.
And I will just tell her, don't attack anything until you want them to see you.
Okay.
Wait for the signal.
What's the signal?
When the fight
Captain
starts.
When the fight starts and the captain gets vaporized.
Or if we need to use you as a threat. But we'll try to make that obvious.
Okay. Cool.
And Skywar, sir, what are you doing below deck? Is there anything specific?
As soon as the pirates board our ship, I'm going to turn into a spider.
Okay, got it.
I'm going to plan on hitching a ride onto the pirate ship.
Okay. All right. That will, I guess, work. I like kind of having this kind of real quick summary at the end of a session, because when next week comes around, I can watch the last 5 minutes and be like, all right, what's everyone doing again? All right, guys, we're way past the time. I know I was deliberately started late. Sorry about keeping you all late, but I'm going to go ahead and close the session there as the presumed pirate ship is approaching you.
Dun, dun, dun.
And that's all I got. Thanks for fun session. Sorry, I felt like this is a little all over the place. And the water combat threw me off.
No worries. I had fun.
It was fun.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be more interesting to see how we convince a pirate to give us his ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm curious too. I don't know what's gonna happen either.
Oh no, Faye, we need to kind of plan actually this time.
We do. We got a couple minutes to plan this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting because I feel like everyone has their own plan and everyone's kind of separated a little bit. Curtis is over there by himself all over again.
Well, when he gets close, Faye can earpiece him our plan.
But then again, when does Cronus stick to the plan?
You can tell him what we're gonna do, and he can decide if he follows.
That is true.
I still have 700 feet to go rogue before you guys can talk
Oh
to me.
god.
Oh god.
And honestly, they technically don't know he's a part of us yet, so we can lie.
The pirate ship approaches, and you see that on deck everyone's dead. And you see Cronus doing the captain stance,
Yes.
wearing the captain's hat.
Yeah, wearing the hat.
Cue
Wind
Pirates,
suddenly is blowing through his cloak.
Cue Pirates of the
Sitting there-
Caribbean music.
Sitting there yelling, "I'm the captain now," while pointing to him.
The weirdest Captain Morgan commercial
Yeah.
ever.
Somehow he got a cutlass from someone. Like, we don't know.
Has Cronus always had a peg leg?
When did he get the eye patch? In the opera hand.
And was there always a parrot?
I glued it to my shoulder.
And why is it dead?
That's all.
Why isn't that is a good question? What did the bird do?
Yeah.
Well, wait, did he make that?
Oh my god.
Earlier in the about your gauntlets, Lorna,
Yeah.
if you want to talk like out of character, out of game more about it, I could try to explain any gaps I kind of left in the description. I felt like I was kind of scatterbrained on it.
I think we will. Probably not tonight. It's 11
Okay.
o'clock where I am, so yeah.
No problem. I'm going to go smoke real quick and be right back. Is there anything anyone needs before I step away real quick?
No?
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed this kind of new change of pace.
Yeah, it was